I've been expecting you. Yo, Theo round one here. And round one's not hiding out. No, he's not hiding out. No. Because Santo Domingo couldn't bring it home for us. No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't win the baseball major game here. No, they had to let us all down. Oh my God. So Theo's here. I got to take over the show now because round one is too embarrassed to show his face because you guys could not do it and bring the victory home for all the Latin countries out there. You couldn't do it, huh? Santo Domingo, what happened? You guys are down bad, man. You guys are down really bad, man. And oh my God, round one, he's over there. He doesn't even want to show his face. Santo Domingo, yo, you guys are down bad. Hey, stock chasers, stop moving around back there. All right? Stop moving around back there, stock chasers, because I know you mad right now. Stock chasers, y'all are down bad right now. Oh my God. Listen, look, before we get into the boxing, let me tell you right now, man, really, Santo Domingo? Really? You guys couldn't win this shit for all us Latin guys? You guys couldn't bring it home with that freaking baseball team you guys had? Huh? Round one is scared to show his face right now. Oh my God, man. And he ain't even Dominican. You guys are down bad right now. yo, listen. Stop chasing. Stop moving. I see you back there. Yo, listen. yo, y'all are crazy. Yo, man, this is terrible. This is terrible. Y'all really had your Dominican idol and Ortiz had to give away his first shirt to one of the American guys. He even said this was a sad moment for him. He was expecting to give that shirt to a proud Dominican baseball player. He just knew he was going to do that. Boy, I tell you, I don't ever want to hear, ever want to hear that the Dominican players are the best players in the world. No. The Mexicanos came out, man, and they spanked y'all. They beat you in pitching, catching, batting, everything. They beat you all across the board. They shut you guys down. And you know what this game was right here? This was bragging rights. Let's just keep it funky. That baseball game, that was bragging rights. Santo Domingo was finally going to prove to the world that they are the best. They are the best. And these mofos went out there and lost. It's not about putting them against each other 10 out of 10 times. Santo Domingo probably come up on top. It's in the moment. You were supposed to perform at the biggest moment. Your stars, yo, it was like a lineup. Like if the first guy didn't hit, don't worry, the second guy will get it. But nobody did it. That one dude hit a home run, and that was it. They shut him down. Yo, that sent a big message to the baseball world. A big message to the baseball world. It did. So, man, listen, fight fans, man, I don't know how you guys are gonna take this victory or loss, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the question has been answered. Who are the best baseball team? Look, the Americans don't even have. Well, they might have to win it all to really solidify it, right? That would be the mission is to win the whole thing. But the game itself was played right there. That was to determine because you guys don't understand. Throughout all the major league, every time a Dominican dude gets on a team, he's expected to carry the team. And the Dominicans are always around in ballparks and clubs, beating their chest that they the best. Meanwhile, America's is like baseball's an American game, American pastime. And they're saying, yeah, you guys are good, but you guys can't beat our a team. And you know what made it so bad? The Americans didn't even have their best players out there. No. Hopefully, the next tournament, more American players start opting in, more Puerto Rican players. Yo, Venezuela, they did their thing. Italy, they did their thing. You know what I mean? There was a lot of great baseball being played there, man. But truth be told, truth be told, Dominican Republic was supposed to win that whole thing. They were supposed to shine. When was the last time they won it? I think they won it 2013, 2017 series. One of them, they won it. Or did the Americans win it then? That's the last 2017. See, I haven't been keeping up with baseball, but I can tell you right now, that moment right there was huge. 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 It really was. And the Americans rocked us. You know what I'm saying? As Dominican Republic, our neighboring cousins, as a lad man, we got to go down with them now. Listen. Oh, I'm not hiding now. No, I'm not hiding out right now. Oh, but as a Latin man this morning, y'all couldn't bring us home the victory. You couldn't do that for us. You couldn't win that game. That one right there, that was the big one. Damn, man. But anyway, Oscar Collazo and still, yeah, let's talk boxing, guys. Let's talk boxing because Jesus Christ, man. I didn't even want to come on. You know how much shit these dudes is talking? That's okay. Soy Boricua, so, you know what I mean? I guess we get a pass. You know what I mean? Yo, listen right now. Yo! Oh, man, they down bad. Oh, that's crazy. But we came here to talk some boxing. We got some interesting fights. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something right now, man. Right? When you talk about some fighters that you have been wanting to see and to answer and to step up to the plate and really demonstrate that you're him, John Casimero, a Filipino fighter, for a long time he's been riding Naoya Inoue's coattails. Yeah, I said it. He's been riding his coattails, and you know that to be true. All right? Naoya Inoue is the monster down there in the super bantamweight divisions. And once upon a time, John Casimero was scheduled to fight Naoya Inoue. But due to his own mishaps, he fumbled the bag. That's only due in part to John Casimero. And you can't never sit there and say that Naoya Inoue was never going to fight him or didn't want to fight him, because Naoya Inoue is the one that initiated that fight. He wanted to fight him for his belt. All right. Are you guys hearing me out there loud and clear? Or am I getting an echo out there? Because I had to take out the headphones because I was getting an echo. But anyway, so now John Casimero is coming back. The last time John Casimero fought wasn't too long ago. I believe he fought in December, right? John Casimero fought 12-27, his last fight. The previous fight before that, he suffered a loss, a unanimous 10-round decision, right? And really, fight fans are, well, hardcores anyway. We're on the fence with John Casimero. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the fight fans out there in the Philippine, out there, they still support the man. And they want to see him back in the ring. But man, listen, I don't know about this fight. Luis Pantera Nery is a knockout artist. John Casimero right now, his record is 35-24. He has 24 big ways by knockout. He lost 5 times. He's been stopped once. Luis Pantera Nery, on the other hand, he's been stopped twice. He only has 2 losses on his resume. And then the 2 people that beat Luis Pantera Nery, one being Naoya Inoue, that knocked him out, and the second being Brandon Figueroa, that he knocked him out too, and he stopped Luis Pantera Nery. And those are the only 2 losses that he has on his resume. Besides that, Luis Pantera Nery has 37 fights with 28 ways by knockout. He's a big puncher. He's a really big puncher. This fight right here is a good fight. The reason why I like to talk about these fights right here is because one, one, it's gonna finally answer some questions. How? How you say? Let me tell you something right now. If John Casimero can't beat Luis Pantera Nari or knock him out, what do you think he's gonna do against Naoya Inoue? And what we do in boxing, the only information we have are your fights, right? The measuring stick. How do you perform against a guy I beat? Is that not boxing? When you ask yourself, what is the measuring stick? How are you viewing this? John Casimero got to come out and he's got to prove to the world that John Casimero's got to prove to the world that he deserves that fight against Naoya Inoue. You know what I'm saying? That he deserves it. Without beating Luis Pantera Nari the way that, and the fact that Luis Pantera Nari was the first fighter to drop Naoya Inoue. Now, John Casimero can really sell this fight, but I'm not sure if it's going to be too late. He could really sell this fight for Naoya Inoue. Let's say in a good world, John Casimero goes into this fight, right? Not only does he stop Luis Pantera Nari, but Nari never drops him. So one, he never gets dropped in the fight by Luis Pantera Nari, and two, he stops him. That's the best outcome in the world. And if you can stop him in a shorter period of time, that's the best thing in the world that can happen. For that kind of fight. But hey, guys, hey, listen. Look at today we're gonna get a little crazy here. A little crazy, right? So, I just wanted to get on right now and talk a little boxing because this Junto fight in Naoya, in a way, listen, a lot of people might get their feelings hurt, and I don't want to hurt any feelings, but I tell you what right now, when we talk about our favorite fighters in the world, what can your favorite fighter do for you? Meaning, whoever your favorite fighter is, does he allow you to say with confidence, my guy is going to beat your guy? And do you fully believe it? Does your guy give you the freedom to really come out there and not be scared to say, yo, my guy's going to win? And I believe that. I'm going to tell you right now, Naoya Inoue is going to beat Junto. Not only is he going to beat him, he's going to stop him. That is the mission. That has to be the goal. And that's what Naoya Inoue is about. Naoya Inoue ain't going to show Junto any mercy. If you're thinking he may take it easy on him because he's his Japanese brethren, no. Naoya Inoue does not share the spotlight with anyone. He's a greedy little king. Yes, he is. And he doesn't like that anybody else is calling Junto the best Japanese fighter. He's going to remind Japan there is only one fighter. My fighter, the guy that I pick in this fight, the guy that I support, is giving me the confidence to speak up. They say, say it with your chest. I'm saying it with my chest. I'm telling you, in the boxing world, that my guy got me so confident that I'm saying to you guys, this is not going to go well for Junto at all. At all. Junto will be outclassed, outspeed, outpunched. I don't think Naoya Inoue is taking Junto lightly. I think Naoya Inoue, he was right When he said he doesn't like taking lackluster fights because it doesn't motivate him. Notice the guys that put him down. Some of like Roman Cardenas, I I don't think that he really. But Junto, now those are the kind of guys that Naoya Inoue gets up early for. Yeah, and what you're gonna see in Japan in the Tokyo Arena on that night, you know what you're gonna witness? I tell you what you're gonna witness. You're gonna witness all the years of Naoya Inoue's hard work, growing up through the amateurs, coming up through the pros, all those belts and all those divisions that he climbed and conquered have led him to this match right here. What you're about to witness with Naoya Inoue is his hard body of work come full circle on one night. I guarantee it. The best, the 1%, they live for this shit. This is what they live for. And Naoya, in a way, he recognizes that. And I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to knock Junto out. Junto, I believe, will survive 6 rounds. 6 rounds is what I think Junto will probably survive. Maybe. If he gets to the 6th round, it's all downhill from there. It's all downhill from there. I think Junto is a very talented fighter. I think that Junto has a lot of skills. And for the level of opponents that he's been fighting, he has been winning. Junto has used many different tactics in the rings to try to secure a victory. A little roughhousing here and there. You know, Junto leans on fighters and what have you, and he mixes it up on the inside. He's been known to throw an elbow or two. So Junto knows how to get down and dirty. But what does that tell me? That you need to do things like that to win. You can't just do it and rely all based off skill. That's what that tells me. And I've never seen Naoya Inoue use any tactics other than the 2 hands God blessed him with. That's it. So when you only can, when you rely on your skills and you're doing the dance the way it's supposed to be, Junto can't mess with Naoya Inoue. And I know, me coming out and saying this is going to divide a lot of fans. A lot of hardcore fans, even Japanese fans, are going to be like, round 1, you crazy. You're like counting out Junto. And I'm telling you, the reason why I feel this strong is because I'm reading Naoya Inoue. I know for a fact, I just know it, that his whole life, everything he did in the sport, it all boils down to this night right here. This night right here. Why? Because this is what he cares about. Being the best in his country. Leaving no, like, what's the word I'm looking for? No doubt. Leave no doubt in the minds of the boxing public in Japan who's the best. That's what this is about. That's just like that baseball game with Dominican Republic, United States. Do you really think that that was just a tournament? Let's just have fun. Whoever wins? No. That was bragging rights right there. 100% that game was based on bragging rights. When we go back to the major league, I don't want to hear you Dominican dudes say y'all the best. And until they play that tournament again, that if some Dominican Republic is able to redeem themselves, well, until that happens, guess what? Americans are the best. If America loses, yeah, they didn't complete the mission, But between us, y'all are not the best. That's what that game said. That's what this fight means. This fight is big in Japan. Big. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got Junto in the fight, cool. I respect that. I respect that. I'm not gonna try to sit here and tell you not to pick him, right? But I'm telling you how I feel and what my favorite fighter does for me. What does your favorite fighter do for you? What is the fighter that you follow? Does he give you that much confidence? Have you followed him enough to feel confident in the fact that you can say it with your chest? My guy's gonna whoop your guy's ass. That's what Naoya Inoue does for me. It's not just his fighting in the ring, it's his dedication to and commitment to the sport. In and out of the ring. Now, I'm not saying Junto doesn't match that, because Junto in and out of the ring is the same way as Naoya Inoue. He conducts himself as a professional. That much I can say. Can't say that about fighters like Casimero. No, I can't. Now, can I? Nah, he has too much baggage. He comes with too much bullshit. Casimero. But yet, Casimero is an interesting fighter, isn't he? He's a dog. Now, I don't expect every fighter to be fucking nice. You know what I mean? Say the best things, act accordingly. They're fucking fighters. So this is expected. John Casimero walks a different path, but taking nothing away from him, the man is skilled. And the man's a good fighter. I don't remember a boring Casimero fight. I don't remember one. I don't know if you guys ever seen a boring Casimero fight. Let me know, right? But he walks a different path than the guys that really, they understand that they're little children looking up to them. They conduct themselves in a manner in a professional sport, as a boxer, a professional athlete should. And that's what I like about these two Japanese fighters. In and out of the ring in a professional manner. Yes, they do. But as far as the fight goes, be prepared to see Junto Nakatani flat on his back. That's what Uncle Round One has to say about that. Now I'm gonna let Round One come back and take over the show. But I'm telling you right now, be easy on him. He's a little emotional about the loss. He thought Santo Domingo was gonna allow him to talk shit today and to prove Latin baseball players are the best. If we couldn't do it, Puerto Rico, our neighboring cousins, I just knew you guys were gonna do it. I just knew it. You guys got Round One hiding out. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, bro. Let's talk some boxing. Yo. Oh, shit. Come on, guys. Let's talk. Hey, yo. Before Stock Chaser even come up here, Melasa. Yo, listen. Yo, tell Stock Chasers don't come up here with that bullshit, that Dominican bullshit, right? Because I see him back there. Yo, listen. Yo, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in gold. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? And just in case Stock Chaser brought a couple other Dominican friends with him, you know what I'm saying? Don't move, bro. I see you back there twitching. You know what I mean? Shots fired. Yo, Santo Domingo, y'all down bad. Yo, Stock Chasers, I got some styrofoam bullets in these things, bro. They will really irritate you and mess up your day. I'll be like, stop messing around. I'll just be shooting you and shit. You'll be all discouraged and shit. Yeah, one of them just might sting. You never know. That foot, this Desi Eagle, oh, it's got some kick. Yeah, mess around, Stock Chaser. Stock Chaser's down bad. Yo, he's down bad. But anyway, yo, they would do it to me too. That's the thing. I'll be sitting here, I'll be saying to myself, yo, Edwin, don't rock them, right? But they can't wait. And you know what it is, right? In every sport, uh, you're gonna have your time, your moment when your country's up or whatever, right? And because like my country right now is up, USA, Team USA, baby, we rocking, woohoo, right? You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. So, but sometimes like you're up and then you're down. Listen, I came on this the next day when Sabir Matias got his ass whooped, didn't I? I didn't shy away, right? I came on, hey, it is what it is, because I love having fun and kicking it here around One Sports TV, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? We got different vibes around here. We got jokes, we crack jokes on one another, but we keep it respectable and competitive. Not always so much respectable. There's a little shit talking going back and forth, but at Round One Sports Talk, man, everybody's opinion is valid. In the boxing world, I want to hear what you guys think. This fight right here with Luis Pantera Nari and John Casimero, I want this fight because a part of me wants Luis Pantera Nari to shut up John Casimero. If I'm being honest, if I'm speaking honest, right? And then there's another competitive side of me that will allow the men, may the best man win. I don't have anything personal against John Casimero, but a lot of the shit talking he made against the undisputed champion, Naoya Inoue. And I just said, boy, if you're going to talk all that shit, I would really like to see that. You know what I'm saying? That would be just like somebody coming out and saying they're just going to whoop on Terrence Crawford. Jerron Boots Ennis and shit. But when Terrence Crawford walked by him, the man didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing. He was quiet in a church mouse. Terry, you should have called him out right there. Why didn't Jerron Boots Ennis fill in the paperwork to be his mandatory rather than waiting for them to strip him? If that was true. So you hear a lot of boxers say a lot of shit. And then you're sitting there and you're saying, yeah, you're saying you're going to whoop Terrence Crawford's ass? Well, then I'm from the show me state. Show me. Show me you're going to whoop Terrence Crawford's ass, Jerron Boots Ennis. That's all. Just don't say it. Let me see. And then a lot of people would use that Terrence Crawford didn't fight him or not this and that. But Terrence Crawford was in a different trajectory at that time. He didn't have to answer a Jerron Boots Ennis that really didn't prove himself. To tell you the truth, he wasn't worthy in the sense of accomplishments. He might have been worthy in the sense of skills, or whether or not he had enough skills to beat or give Terrence Crawford a good match. That we've never seen that, right? So I'm not arguing the fact that he doesn't have the skills to be in the ring with Terrence. He does, whether he can win or not. That's not the point. Why didn't you put in the paperwork, but you claim to want to fight him? Same thing with John Casimero. John Casimero for a long time was calling out Naoya Inoue, the champ. He's being real disrespectful about it. And I didn't mind him. I don't have a problem with someone calling someone else out or even saying that he would whoop his ass. That's boxing 101. But when you start talking about the guy's dad, you start bringing up personal shit. You start going on these tirades and campaign. You're taking it way out of boxing. Now it's getting personal. And that's what John Casimero did to Naoya Inoue. Then I was like, because all the shit talking was cool. John Casimero saying, I can beat Naoya Inoue. There's nothing wrong with that. Naoya Inoue, I'll fuck you up. There's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, John Casimero, you're going good, right? John Casimero says, I will knock Naoya Inoue out. Nothing wrong with that. Naoya, anyway, your father? Wait, whoa. Yo, stop. Stop right there. That, my friend, no. I was good with John Casimero all the way into those points. Had no problem. I'm gonna fuck up Naoya anyway. I can knock him out. Sounds good. Great. Keep talking that shit, right? Everything was fine. But these fighters, man, in order to try to sell a fight, sometimes they think they gotta copy the American style. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't understand that the American fans are getting tired of that shit. We getting tired of it sometimes, man. It gets real distasteful. Yo, your girl was in my DMs. Yo, your baby's mom's cousin's girl. I hit that. Yo, bro, I don't want to know none of that shit. The fuck I want to know about DMs? Man, cut that out. Your mom's follows me. Bro, like, chill out. Like, that's not honor. Like, that's not a part of boxing. I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm gonna kick your ass. Fuck you. Fuck your trainer. Fuck your team. That's boxing. Shit talk. That's boxing shit talk. Fuck your promoter. Fuck your team, your network. In the guidelines. Shit, Mike Tyson. I'm gonna eat your kids. In the guidelines. Right? The guy, you know why? Because the guy that he said it to didn't have no kids at the time. He didn't have any kids. So it just in that particular moment, maybe if the guy had kids, maybe then you're bringing up his kids. And you're like, what do you mean you're going to eat his kids? But the guy he actually said that to didn't have any kids. So I was just like, all right, yeah, in the guidelines then. Imaginary kids, you're going to eat them. Right? So, but all that shit, man, I'm sleeping with your sister. Your mom likes me. All that other unnecessary shit, bringing up other stuff. You did this. You did drugs. David the Monster Benavidez, you're a cokehead. Bro, what are you guys doing? Why are you calling David the Monster Benavidez? Yo, let that shit go. Talk to me about the fight. And that's what I mean sometimes. That John Casimero went and took a page out of our book and he thinks that that's the way to promote a fight. So that's what I got lost with that. But I like this fight right here with John Casimero and Luis Pantera Nery because in many ways, if the Filipino fans think they're ever going to get this match against Naoya in a way, well, you got to win matches like this first. You got to beat Luis Pantera Nery, John Casimero. You have to. You got to beat him. And you got to make a statement. This Mexican dude, this is Mexico versus Philippine right here. We got one. This fight has already been announced. It's on BoxRec and everything. So it's a go. It is a go. And you guys got your major Filipino star in Manny Pacquiao returning to the ring with Mayweather. Now, that's crazy, right? I'm looking online. I'm seeing Manny Pacquiao training his ass off. Typical Manny Pacquiao promotion. Manny Pacquiao always showing he's doing too much. Always. And Floyd Mayweather is back on his bullshit. Always showing the less. Making you think he's old, slow, everything. You see him hitting the pads, he's like pop, 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 pop. It don't look like much. Mayweather is up to his old ways. He doesn't change. He doesn't change. Meaning, it's all a facade, is what Mayweather shows you. He doesn't show you the real Mayweather. He never has. I don't think he ever will at this point. What do I mean by that? Every fight Mayweather has ever had, he comes out, big watches, big chain, flamboyant clothes, boisterous, talking mad shit. At the end of the night, TMZ, used to go to the club, paparazzi snap photos of Mayweather in the nightclub, throwing money, chilling. That was the perception he wanted to give to the boxing world. When they showed him in the gym, they showed him hitting the bag, looking away at the camera, looking at the bag camera, hitting the bag like this. Mayweather never showed you anything, ever. You thought you saw some things. You saw a little pad work, a little him doing exercises with the neck like this. But you never really got to see like Floyd, like, and that was his whole gimmick. His entire gimmick was perception. Ryan Garcia. What did you see in the Ryan Garcia lead up to with Devin Haney? And as a matter of fact, who is the one that told Ryan Garcia to come in 3 pounds overweight? Who is the one filmed on basketball courts weeks leading into the fight with Ryan Garcia? Who do you think gave Ryan Garcia the blueprint for getting in Devin Haney's head? Why? Why do you think Floyd Mayweather would have had, let's say, backdoored his American compadre? Why? Because Mayweather wanted Devin Haney for a long time. He wanted Devin Haney to sign to Mayweather promotion. They trained that young man and worked with him for a long time in Mayweather's gym, Devin Haney. And when Devin Haney and Bill Haney said no to the offer and walked away, all the years and all the work that they put into him, I think that Floyd was salty. And when it came a day and time where Floyd saw an opportunity to hop on the other side, Floyd he petty sometimes. Floyd went with Ryan. And that's what happened. And I think that Ryan took the blueprint what Floyd's putting down. Same shit in this Manny Pacquiao build up again. Here I look online, Manny Pacquiao. They even got Manny Pacquiao doing like this Thai bullshit, kicking, doing fucking. He looked great. And they got him working out. And like Manny's always doing the most. He's always showing how good he is. Like I look at that and I'm like, damn, Manny, you look and you're doing the same thing Mayweather did to you the first fight. Mayweather never gives you nothing. All he gives you is this perception of him slacking off or not really taking the fight lightly. And, people think that his mind's in the casino, all that other shit. And meanwhile, this dude is training like a beast. Mayweather's been here before. He knows what's at stake. He knows he might be in a financial situation, like it's all going over social media. Okay, cool. That's not what makes Mayweather fight. No, Mayweather's preparation prepares him for the wars ahead. He understands the risk. He understands what is at stake. And he understands that he's just not going to allow Manny Pacquiao to beat him. Mayweather does need a tune-up fight before he fights Manny Pacquiao. He does. He needs some kind of tune-up because you're going to have to see where you're at. Unfortunately, you can't take a champion as a tune-up. Not like Manny Pacquiao did. Manny Pacquiao literally took Mario Barrio as a comeback fight. Mario Barrio was a world champion. As a tune, Manny Pacquiao took Mario Barrio as a tune-up to come back, which proves that Manny Pacquiao is still on that level. When you talk about the top of the boxing world, there's no higher than a world champion. You can't get any, undisputed world champion and a unified, yeah, in that sense. But a world champion is that's the Oh my God, I'm getting stumped on words today. That's where you want to be as a world champion. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Who would Floyd take a tune-up fight with that would tell me that he's back? I know that Manny Pacquiao's back. He went 12 rounds with Mario Barrio. The full 12 rounds. And then on top of it, you got to remember this, guys. Manny Pacquiao is actually younger than Floyd. I think he's 2 years younger than Floyd. So Floyd is actually the older fighter. I know you're viewing Floyd Mayweather as like, the great that he was, but is he that good still? And is he on the level of Manny Pacquiao right now? Because I'm being honest, I'm just telling the truth. When you sit back and you think about it, Manny Pacquiao fought a world champion on day one back. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather can do that. Who can Mayweather fight right now that's a world champion, and at what weight? At what weight? Is he going to go to 147 like Manny Pacquiao did? I know he's not going to 154. He ain't fighting none of them dudes. So let's just cut that out. 140? Champions at 140? Bro, I don't see that shit happening neither. I just don't. No way, dude. He can't go up there. 160 is too much, right, for Floyd? The IBF is vacant. Nah, he'll never survive up there. With a weight claw on Richard Hitchens at 140, could Mayweather go there on day one and beat him? Imagine Mayweather against Ryan Garcia. Imagine that for the WBC. Mayweather wouldn't fight Devin Haney, right? He can't fight Devin Haney now. Devin Haney will beat him. I don't think Mayweather can beat Devin Haney right now. I would have to see that shit to believe it. I don't think he can beat Devin Haney. Lewis Crocker. Mayweather versus Lewis Crocker for the 147 IBF championship. Well, then that's some shit he would have to do because Manny Pacquiao did that. Manny Pacquiao came in and fought Mario Barrios. In order to match Manny at least, that's what Floyd would have to do right now, right? Do you guys agree? Do you think that Floyd can come back? Who the fuck would Floyd fight in the top? Like, I wouldn't even put him in with Conor Benn. I wouldn't put Floyd up against Conor Benn right now. Conor Benn is kind of like, he's explosive. He might be I don't know. I got to see what Floyd looks like. The Manny Pacquiao fight is the most sensible fight to make, but he needs a tune-up. Holy shit balls. Manny Pacquiao just might beat Mayweather this go around. Manny Pacquiao might beat him. Oh man, listen, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about this? You just saw the reel I did? Oh yeah? Booze was this was what? I'm what? What's your name? I'm just someone. Booze. Yeah, he wasn't up the ladder for him, but he was the number one for the IBF. That's why when the IBF stripped him, Terrence Crawford and Jerron Boots Ennis won what, like the IBF interim or whatever it was, right? And they elevated him to Terrence Crawford's belt. He wasn't up there in the fact of like star status, like in the fact of like, in the fact like, uh, he beat worthy champions because the first way that Jerron Boots Ennis became a world champion is because he was emailed the belt. He didn't fight a champion for the belt. When he beat Stanionis for his title, Stanionis was a champion, but he had never defended the belt, I don't think. I don't think Stanionis ever defended the belt. That doesn't really matter because he beat a champion. Jerron Buzenis then beat Stanionis, so he gets credit for that belt because he actually fought in a unification at that weight. So that counts. That definitely counts, right? So yeah, but he didn't deserve to fight Terrence Crawford. No, no, he hadn't earned the right to fight Terrence Crawford Boots Ennis. He only in the public eye, in a lot of casual eyes, right? He got the eye test. They were awarding him the fight based on the eye test of what Jerron looked like, not so much on the sense that he was deserving of a fight with Terrence Crawford. No, Jerron Boots Ennis was just tugging on Superman's cape. He just wanted a free ride to the top. It's kind of been his MO. He doesn't want to work for shit. He just wants to allow someone else to get the shit and then fight him. That's like that guy you're playing craps with, dice with. You're playing $1 rolls, right? Let's just keep it humble. $1 rolls, right? So it's just me and him playing. I got 21s. He's got 21s. All of a sudden, he's down to his last five, right? And he reaches in his pocket and he takes out a $20 bill and he says, let's go the 20. And that's when I look over at him and I say, I didn't win it $20 in one shot. I had to roll 15 times to get $15 out of you. You really think I'm going to give you one shot to take it back all back? No, you're going to have to beat me like I beat you. You're going to have to roll 15 times and beat me. If you can't, then, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow you to. That's how Jerron Buzenis be. He be on that shit. He's one of them dudes like double or nothing. Nah, bro, you lost. Nah, double or nothing. Keep running until they win type dudes, right? He thinks that Xander, by say that Xander's ducking him, that Xander owes him. That Xander owes him the right to fight him without him proving himself in the 154. Because the consensus boxing world gave him validation. They stamped him as being one of the best and really disrespecting Xander's unification. Like being unified doesn't mean shit. That's what they want you to think. Xander's unified, but that don't mean shit, people. And I'm saying that that's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. Because being unified should mean something, and it does. It means that you're a better champion than a one belt champion. Xander is better than all the champions in 154. And what I tried to tell you a long time ago, what did Round One Sports Talk tell you guys? that when they were saying that Xander was the weakest link at 154, they were saying fighters like Bakram and Tim Zoo. I mean Sebastian Fedora, and they were saying everybody but Xander. And Abbas Baru just had became champion during that time when they were saying that Xander is the weakest link at 154. What round one told you? I told you. In fact, I don't think that's true. I said out of all the champions, not the contenders, not the number one ranked, number two, which would be Virgil and Duran Butenis in them, they were out of it. Just the four belt champions and who they were at the time. I said Xander's the better boxer out of all of them. I didn't say that he would beat all of them, but stylistic, technique wise, Xander's technique, his form, he's a better boxer than Bakram, Sebastian Fundora. I didn't know much about Abbas Baru, but I was saying that Xander was a better boxer than all of them. And those boxing skills were so good, in fact, that it was good enough for him to win another world title. Stamping what I was saying. I'm not saying he can just beat everybody. But Xander can box. I don't know how he was the weakest link. Who was telling you this? Who was telling you this? And even though he keeps winning and achieving, they're still pushing out that narrative that he's not him. That Xander is still the weakest link while doing good shit. It's like I'm standing on the outside and I'm going, and you know what they'll say if I speak up, or you're just being biased because you're Puerto Rican. I can't just tell the truth. I can't tell what I really like, what's really going on. If Xander wasn't performing, I would say it. If Xander was ducking somebody or I felt he was avoiding somebody, I would say it. They said that Xander doesn't want all the smoke. He's the weakest link. But what do you see with your own two eyes? I saw Xander trying to corner in Sebastian Fundora and for a face-off to challenge him for his belt. At the time, he had two belts. So Sebastian Fundora was the best at 154 in that point in time. I'm watching this young man, this 21, 22-year-old kid, right, young man, confronting this giant, telling him, I want a shot at your belt. Not going on social media, texting tweets. He's at his fight in his face. How's that not showing you that this kid wants to smoke? He's confronting champions, not Twitter fingers, not talking in riddles and code. Duran Butenis. Perhaps I'll be fighting this guy. Perhaps I'll be just leading you on. So you guys take all that leading on, talking in mystery, rather than what a warrior is really doing. You know why? That's why you can't see him. Because Xander's not playing any games. He's doing warrior shit. And you might be one of those people that like the shit talking, the back and forth, the slander. And since he's not doing that, he's not appealing to you. Is that what Xander has to do? Start talking about these guys, his girlfriends, and being disrespectful in order for you to consider him a killer? Nowadays, boxers are all talk. All talk. They're not backing it up like the gladiators in the old days. Nah, not like no Sugar Ray Robinson and them dudes, 200 professional fights, fought 19 years, 19 times in a month, 16 times in a month, 14 times in a month. I mean, they're not doing that now here. The more times you enter in the ring, the more risk you take of being defeated. Nowadays, it's about protecting the O So if you're not fighting the best after the best because you guys got so many breaks in between to heal, then you should be fighting the best and the best. If you're not going to fight, you know, more often and you're going to fight far in between, then your fights in that case should be nothing but the best, fighting the best, fighting the best. Because you're not taking a lot of damage over through the course of fighting 4 or 5 times a year. Now, if you were fighting 4 or 5 times a year and you fought the best, fighting the best, fighting the best, well, then that I wouldn't suggest that. But since you guys are fighting 1 to 2 times a year, there should be no excuse on why you guys are not fighting the best, fighting the best, fighting the best. So I could also see on one hand how the fighting fans do want to see that. On the other hand, I don't promote always the best fighting the best because that's insane. But when you do the math and you break down how many times they're actually fighting a year, they should have no excuse for not fighting the best. You're not fighting 10 times a month. You're not even fighting fucking 1 time a month. Or 1 time, or 10 times a year. You know what I'm saying? Did I say 16 times a month? It was 16 times a year for Sugar Ray Robinson. Sorry. Like, these guys fought like every month, 1 time on a month. Sometimes they fought twice a month. You know what I'm saying? But they fought 16 times a year, 14 times a year, shit like that. Not a month. I take that back. So when you're looking at it like that, these guys need to fight the best fighting the best if you're only fighting twice a year. If you're splitting it up 2 fights every 6 months, Jesus Christ. At that rate, you should be fighting Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, like back to back. Like back to back to back to back. There should be no excuse for that. You're taking too long in between fights. If you were fighting 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a year, I wouldn't recommend fighting the best, fighting the best, fighting the best. No. In 1 year, by the time that calendar year finished, you'd be fucked up. How many years of that could you do? Every day, every fight, the best fighting the best, fighting the best, 5, 6 times every year. After 4 years of that, 5 years of that, you should be retired. You're not going to have a long career. You should be brain dead by then. Yeah. So it's like that shit would be hard to do, real hard to do. 5 years of that shit, 7 times, 8 times a year of the best fighting the best, your brain will be mush. So that's why I don't agree with it in the sense if you fight like Naoya Inoue 4 times a year, or you step it up like Abdullah Mason when he was younger. I mean, in the younger part of his career, because he's still young as shit, right? He fought like 6 times a year. I think Abdullah Mason in 1 calendar year fought 6 times. There's been no multiple fighters down when they were starting their career. They fought a lot to stay active. You see? So in that sense, no. But yeah, man, look, I don't think that this era of boxing is getting any better right now. I don't think that it's promising. I have never witnessed an era with so much talent just not fighting each other. I gotta admit, this is a very talented era of boxing. This is probably one of the most richest, highest levels of boxing I have seen. And through all that, it seems to be not producing. What's up, Frontline? How you doing? Let me put my headphones on. I'm still working through this shit and this echo.
Talking to yourself?
Hold on, dog. What up, frontline?
Talking to yourself?
Yeah, why?
Nah. Yo, fucking, why are the Dominicans crying for?
What you mean they crying?
You not now. There's a video. Well, somebody, your boy is going live right now, and the title is that one of the umpires robbed the Dominicans from the World Baseball. But you can't make this shit
Now we
up.
yelling robbery?
You can't make this shit up, bro. Fucking sore losers.
Bro, you gonna make me put back on the wig. Yo, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for them.
Bro, we lost.
Yeah.
And hold on, if you go back to that game versus Italy, watch it pitch by pitch. They were Melassa and I were fucking screaming at the fucking TV because the umpire would call balls that were in the strike zone for us, and then he'll call strikes for the same pitch for Italy. But guess
Yeah.
what? We lost. We took it on the chin and we moved on.
And we moved on. Yeah.
Now they're crying because the umpire robbed them.
That's
You,
bad.
you can't make this shit up. Hey, and I
Wow.
want to apologize to your audience because yesterday I said April 8th was Suarez versus Navarrete. And I know
Mm-hmm.
you addressed it already, but you didn't say it. I said it. So I want to apologize to your audience. I fucked up. It was supposed to be Casimero versus Luis Pantera Nery, August 8th. It's already official. It just hasn't been announced. It's already been through negotiations and everything. I fucked up though.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted
Well,
to clarify that shit.
yeah, I just fucked up right now. Right now, I call myself saying they were fighting like 14 times a month, and I heard myself repeat it, and I was like, wait a minute, no, it's 14 times a year. I was like, what the hell? But sometimes we talk a little fast. It's okay, brother. But as long as you come up and acknowledge it, and you know, right your wrong and shit. It's all good, baby. You're not down as bad as Santo Domingo is right now. So you're doing good.
Yo,
Yo, they down bad.
it's not Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo is your capital.
Or
It's
whatever. Yeah.
República Dominicana,
República Dominicana.
Dominican Republic.
Listen. Right
They
about
down bad.
now, I don't, yeah, they're down bad. I don't got to practice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about saying your
I ain't got
country
to
no
worry
more.
about that. They got to
You're
worry about that. You
you're
know what
eliminated.
I'm saying? Yo.
Yo, we got a good game tonight. I know this is a boxing channel. It's not a baseball channel,
Yeah.
but we got Italy versus Venezuela tonight.
Okay.
That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
Might be another upset. Who
We
knows?
don't know. America gotta like
We got
win
it in the bag.
this to
Yeah, we
put the
got it in the
cherry on
bag.
top. On cherry on
Absolutely.
top. Because okay, you ever been like on a basketball court and you cross up that dude and he falls? Everybody goes, oh, but until you take that shot
And make it.
and make it to
Yeah.
solidify that, you know how that is. If you miss the shot, it doesn't, you know what I mean? You
It
don't
goes
get
from
that.
oh the ooh.
Yeah, you don't get it. You don't get it, right? So if they win, then Dominican Republic is bound back because you know what really like when it like I knew it was big, but when I really knew that the baseball gods really felt it is when Ortiz was up there with
A Rod
A Rob
and
and
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter, and he had to give his first shirt to the American, and he told them, he said, "This is a sad day for me." He said, "But I'm gonna give you the first. You earned it." And he gave him his brand shirt. He just knew he was giving that to a Dominican player.
You
He
know
had
what
to give
sucks?
it to him.
You know what's crazy about the whole game though? It finished 2-1,
Yep.
and those 3 runs came in by solo home runs.
Yeah. No. Okay. Check this out. Right. They're gonna say. I knew they were gonna say that they Dominicans were gonna question that last pitch, right? And that's just an scapegoat. That's an scapegoat because you had 9 innings. The game wasn't based on one pitch. What happened to the 9 innings of pitching? What happened to the defense? Your pitching that you guys said you were going to strike out the most American batters. That's what the Dominicans said. Albert Pujols said that. They were going to wipe the floor. And this was bragging rights. When we go back to the major league, all those Dominicans that walk around with their chest poked out, I'm the best baseball player in this clubhouse. You know how the Dominicans run baseball? This was bragging rights. Let's not pretend like this wasn't big. No.
So wait. What are you saying? What are you saying? That the gringuitos kicked the Latinos' ass?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that ass whooping was so heavy.
For
As a
white
Puerto
boys?
Rican, I didn't
From,
even want to show my face.
from a gringuito?
From a gringo. They are the best. You know who's not the
Yo.
best? Dominica. They are not the best. They are not the
No.
best baseball players in the world. No, I don't want to hear that shit. The gringos showed you, yo, this is an American pastime. This is an American sport. And Dominican Republic for years, they've been like, bro, we better than you. If we were to make up a whole Dominican team, and if we were to play against you guys, we would spank you so bad that we'd probably mercy rule you. What happened? You know how when they were saying Mexico's team, there's only one Mexico person on their team, their coach.
Yeah. The,
Everybody else is from,
this,
they'll
the,
say that.
yeah, the Cuban, Dominican,
Right. You gotta
Venezuelan.
win with only your people. America proved the statement. Dominica, right? They were out there proving a statement to the world that they are the best baseball players, hands down. And that if you was to make a full team of just Dominican players, you guys can't fuck with them. We got our answer.
Yo, and the crazy part is that the
We got our
Dominican
answer.
team are full of the top paid Dominican baseball players.
Bro, the Americans didn't
The
even
top
have their
paid.
best American players. Imagine if America's best baseball, all of them, hopped on the team,
It would have been over.
it would have been over.
I don't think
They
they would have lost the
beat
game.
they beat Santo Domingo's best with their I mean, America had good players. Let's not say they were fucking cab drivers, but they beat them with their team. They didn't beat them with their dream team. They had the Dominican dream team out there versus America's and we shut them down.
Yo,
That's it.
if you wanna have on your show a play by play call for baseball, Melasa is your guy. Melasa will narrate a fucking game like you would
Yeah.
not believe. Oh my god.
Listen,
That
I
motherfucker
believe it.
can yo, he don't leave no gaps.
Listen, I'm telling you, you know, America gotta win it, yeah. But if they seal the deal, when we go back to the major league, oh yeah, some Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Shh, shh, shh. Cállate la boca. Shh, shh.
I'm your daddy.
Cállate!
I'm your
Yo,
daddy.
shots fired. I know they're gonna come at me. I'm strapped up, dog. Yo, I got styrofoam bullets for days. I don't care. I listen. If they coming for me, I'm ready. yo,
Yeah.
yo, listen. They down bad, bro. I like I said, I just knew they was gonna win, bro. I just thought if there was ever a day and they put a whole Dominican, like the real team together, they'll really show their ass. And I don't know what happened. I think it was just the American pitching. The
Yeah, this
Americans
is
were
true.
pitching their ass off.
Oh my God, were they?
They were
Were
pitching
they?
their ass off. And I don't want to hear that strike zone shit. Because the truth is the truth. You had
Oh
nine
yeah.
innings. You had 9 innings. 9 innings went by, and only one of your guys hit a home run. For that fucking roster, yo, imagine the pitcher in that kind of series. Every guy that comes up is a fucking monster. All those Dominican dudes. How do you, yo, the pitchers must have been shaking into what, like in the moment, like, what the fuck? You get away from one guy, you're like, oh, I got rid of that guy. Yeah. And then you look up. What the fuck? It was just
Yeah.
one monster right after the next.
Yeah, the starting pitcher yesterday, Paul Skinner,
Yeah.
dude is a fucking animal.
Yeah, but that Dominican pitcher started off fucking amazing. Yo, he was
Yeah.
just striking dudes out. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, they were checking the Americans. And then all of a sudden that young 22-year-old Dominican dude came out. He made it look so easy. He was
Vladimir.
like,
Vladimir.
yo,
Vladdy.
I at that point, I was like, that's it. They
Hey,
warming up.
hey, hey,
It's just gonna
Craig.
be bomb after bomb after bomb. And you know what
Hey,
it was?
hold on. I got,
Crickets.
I got, Debo got to talk to Craig right quick. Hold on.
All right.
It is a boxing channel. It's just right now with the World Baseball Classics
For Latin guys,
for for
this
for
is
for
big.
representing countries. It's a little on the big side for us. So
Yeah,
we're talking
this
about
is
it,
big.
but
It would never get my attention, guys. You guys know how I am with boxing. I don't let no other sport come in and talk, but this is big. This is something big. And baseball is America's pastime, but you got to understand that baseball is a global sport, just like boxing. Football is only played in America. It's not a global sport. Baseball is a global sport. Every country got a baseball team. Baseball is way bigger than football. Way bigger. You can't even compete the two. If you're only played in one place, America,
and to be
that's
honest,
it.
there's only three sports that are global. That's it. It's
Yeah,
soccer,
soccer.
baseball, and boxing.
Yeah, well, basketball holds its little weight. It's
But
in
it's
some
not
countries, some
global.
not global, not yet. No,
I'm talking about global,
global
it's
soccer,
soccer.
baseball, and boxing.
Yep.
Global sports. Yeah, that's why we're talking a little bit about, because this is big. This is big. You can't front. But yeah, man, boxing, as far as boxing, we got a lot of great fights. What do you guys want to talk about? The Yankee, yeah, the Mets. Don't bring the Yankee Mets in this. We're not gonna go that far with baseball. You little baseball crazy, Malasa. You're a little baseball junkie.
Yo,
You'll get us
Melassa's
talking
like a fucking
baseball.
encyclopedia for baseball.
I know. I love baseball too, man. I love it too,
But
man. But not more than boxing.
hey, so I missed. I was at work. I missed a lot of the beginning part of this.
Oh yeah.
How do you see that fight, Casimero versus Pantera Neri?
Well, I talked about it and I said it. I said
So I'll
I
go
said
back and
that.
watch, but just give me a brief, like a
Okay, check it out
just very quick.
real quick. It's a measuring stick. John Casimero threatened to beat Naoya in a way that he would be the man to defeat him. Well, he's fighting Luis Pantera Nari. Naoya Inoue knocked him out. This is a statement fight. Casimero, in order, if he ever anticipates a fight with Naoya Inoue, he's got to beat Luis Pantera Nari. That's my
Worse,
honest opinion. And he has to beat him
worse.
better. Exactly. And I said, if he can go in there and do three things: one, win the fight, knock him out in a faster fashion, and not get put down in a fight. Luis Pantera Nari dropped Naoya Inoue. If Casimero can get through the fight unscathed, Number one, don't get knocked down. Knock him out in a faster time that Naoya Inoue did. Now you made a statement. Now you made a statement for a potential fight. So it's not a triangle theory. This is not a triangle theory. This is a measuring stick. And when we judge these guys, we judge them off their competition, right?
So wait, if my memory recalls, Inoue got dropped in the fourth
First,
round.
first round,
It was the first.
first round, first round, he got dropped
Okay, he got and
by
he
Luis
okay, so he
Pantera
got him out
Nari.
by the fifth.
Nope, he got him out. I think it was like the seventh, eighth. Let me see. Let me be correct. Let's not guess. I'll
No,
tell you right
I
now.
think you're confusing him with Caldenas.
No, you're confusing him with Caldenas. Okay. He fought Naoya in a way. He got stopped in the sixth.
Okay, so the sixth. What round did Inoue go down in the first?
Naoya in a way went down in the first. Well, hold up. Hold up. I know I that's something that's not gonna leave my memory, bro. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not gonna leave. Uh holy shit, they don't even got on. You know how sometime in box rec they have like a no or reference in the thing?
Yeah, it'll say
It'll say
Inoue
this
down.
fighter was down. Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't say anything. And yeah, we all know Luis Pantera Nari put him down, but it was the first round.
Okay, so Inoue went down in the first,
Yep,
but got Nery out in the sixth. You said finished them in the sixth.
in the sixth.
So
And Roman Cardenas put him down in the second round,
and got him out in the seventh.
and he got him out in the seventh. Yep.
Okay, so that being
No,
said,
no, 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 no. He got knocked down in the seventh, and he ended him in the eighth. Sorry.
okay, so eighth round.
Yeah.
So that being said, let's let's say Casimero gets rid of Nery by the fourth round
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't
And
get
doesn't
knocked
get knocked down.
down. That's a statement.
That's a statement. Yep.
And then if his next fight
Yep.
before he fights Inoue, let's say he fights Caldenas
Ooh.
and he gets Caldenas out.
That's a double statement. That's a title. That's a fight worthy. Now you're being fight worthy. You end up beating the two guys that put him down. We got ourselves a fight. I'll have
A,
to like yell from
a fight worth
yeah,
watching.
he would it's worthwhile. It's good, it's gonna answer a lot, but you see, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is the only reason why we didn't get this fight with John Casimero and Naoya in a way is all due in part to John Casimero. That's just the truth. So you Filipino guys,
I heard different.
yeah, no, all you Filipino guys, stop it.
They
Stop
said
the
that
lies.
round one had him held hostage so that he won't get in the ring with Inoue.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we don't gotta protect Naoya away from him. We
That's
never
what I
have.
heard. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Nope,
All facts. What
nope,
up?
nope. I'm gonna tell you right now. Naoya Inoue tried that to get that fight with John Casimero. What up, all facts? He tried to get that fight, and he got stripped, and then John Casimero got suspended for a year. You want Naoya in a way to put his career on hold for a year for you? Who do you think you are?
Hey, and if it's true, I don't follow it, so I'm gonna take your word for it. If
What?
it's true that Casimiro started disrespecting his father,
No, he did.
okay, y'all saw what Inoue did to Manny Rodriguez.
Oh, and Naoya ain't gonna forget that. He's
And
not gonna
and and
forget what
and
he
and
said.
and, and the sad part about it is Manny Rodriguez didn't even disrespect his father. It was his coach.
It was his coach, and everything that Casimero said about Naoya Inoue's brother, everything you guys, they know the Biz knows in the Philippines all the stuff. Biz is out there in the Philippines. He's seen a lot of shit that Casimero talk. He's seen it, and for the most part, talking shit in boxing is accepted. I'm gonna fuck you up, fuck you, your coach, your brother.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
all.
wait, whoa. To be
Yeah,
fair, let's be fair here.
yeah.
If he says fuck your coach, who's his coach?
No. Check it out. Check it out.
And if he says
What?
fuck your team, who's his team?
Right, right. That's all good, right? When you start talking about his father and you start talking about personal shit,
Yeah,
you
that's
start
different.
saying your dad was never a good boxer. He was a bum. Your dad is this, that. Um, there was just a lot of shit. I can't remember like all because I remember I was covering it back then. But I could. This shit is he has videos for days. He can't hide this. We could surface all this shit back up. We could bring it all back up. He had a lot to say, Casimero. He had a lot to say. And then the suspension, being stripped, his health. He was going through medical health issues. At one point in time, he wasn't doing good health wise. His drinking, drugs and alcohol. It just typical shit. But in the boxing world where I come from, you gotta earn shit. You gotta earn it. Just because you can get up here and say, yeah, funny shit, cap, troll, doesn't mean you're worthy. It doesn't mean that Casimero, at any point in his career, he ever proved he was better than Naoya Inoue. There's no fight that he has. There's no period and point in time that I ever felt, you know what? John Casimero just might whoop Naoya Inoue's ass. Nope. No. I never seen it. He never kept it together long enough to make the fight happen for us. And it was all doing part on one side, John Casimero's side. Naoya Inoue did absolutely nothing wrong. He was in the weight division. He was acting for the fight. You got suspended for a year. He had to move on. And you never did your part. What John Casimero was supposed to do, take that suspension like a man, come back to the sport, kick ass, get yourself back up there, maybe win a belt, or prove that you're beating up all Naoya Inoue's leftovers to really put yourself there and say, yo, Naoya Inoue, you can't avoid this guy no more. This guy's deserving. This guy is worthy. What the hell did John Casimero do to say he deserves a Naoya Inoue fight? You
Well,
know how
real
many people
deal.
are asking for that fight? That are active, that are champions, that got their hands up, that are saying, wait a minute, why should John Casimero cut the line? I'm sitting here, I'm saying, I want the fight. I got a belt at 126. Bruce Carrington.
Well, real deal just said pussy he's John Pussy Mero already passed his prime. He just lost a decision in Japan.
He lost. He lost and won. He lost that decision, but then he won his next fight. So he's coming off of a win right now. John Casimero. Yeah, he's coming off of a win. But yeah, like you said, that fucking loss that he got, man. Yo, listen, man. I'm not convinced, but the only thing I can say about John Casimero is this, my brother. If Manny Pacquiao can come back or 4.5 years away from boxing, almost 5 years away from boxing. And on day one, he didn't fight a fight to get acclimated in the pro sport. He fought some like kickboxer and got his ass kicked actually. But he didn't fight a pro boxer. When he did make his return to the ring to come back to the sport, we call it like an acclimating fight. He actually used a world champion in Mario Barrio. So when you think about like Mayweather wanting to fight Manny Pacquiao, I said, can Mayweather right now come back to the sport and for his first tune-up fight, can he pick out a champion and fight him and either win or go 12 rounds with him? Because that's what Manny Pacquiao did. That's what he actually did. So when like we talk about fighters coming back in their old age, brother, it truly depends on what you're putting into it. Let me tell you something. Another fighter, case in point, that allow a lot of the good years of his career to slip away because of drugs, alcohol, hanging in the party, but he's trying to make a comeback, is Jojo Diaz. Even though Jojo Diaz lost that fight, he doesn't look like he's done. He looks like a guy that's going to really have to, for me, he's going to have to find his way and not get discouraged. Jojo Diaz, last 10 fights, he won 2 and lost 8. He lost 8 out of his last 10 fights. Jojo Diaz. That can be discouraging. That can break some men. Now I can't do this no more. Where in fact, he's looking better. His last 2 fights, he looked good in. He really did. But sometimes the road back for some people is not an easy one. It's not. Sometimes you're going to have to fight adversity to get there. Jojo Diaz could possibly be a champion again. I know that sounds crazy, but he could. You know, every time you ask for something, God, please help me. Keep me focused, and you think you do all the right things, that it should bring you the victory. And when you lose, you think you didn't do all the right things. No, you did all the right things. But this is part of it. A win or a loss is still part of it, but still keep going forward. Could something discourage you from chasing your dream? Could just a win or a loss, nah, I can't fix it. I can't do this shit. I'm done. Like me, I wanted to throw all this shit out the window yesterday. I still want to do it. Just wanted, because nothing is hooking up or working the way I wanted to. Frustrated, but I'm not going to give up. I didn't even want to come on now because I don't got everything the way I want it. But that's part of success. It's part of life showing you and the universe showing you shit ain't always going to be easy. I had to learn that. I had to be willing to keep going after failure, after failure, after failure. I can't tell you how many times I've come on here. My mic's been off, talking from the laptop, sounding crazy. Echo here, this, sound effects not working. This gets frustrating. And as for an athlete, boxing, losing 8 out of your last 10, that can be really discouraging. It really can. Trying to convince your family, your wife, your kids, back me up on this. Your wife's looking at you like, motherfucker, you losing. Help me with the kids here. You want me to take care of the kids, clean the house, do this while you go to the gym and train so that you can lose. And the
That's
worst
fucked up.
thing in the
Yo,
world
that's
is having
fucked
your
up.
girl talking shit to you.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Ain't that what she would say? Can't you hear your girl saying that?
My
And the
wife
one,
just said, "Yo, that's facts."
listen, and the one person that will talk shit to you that it hurts is your girl.
Yeah.
And she ain't helping you out. Every time she get a hair across her ass, she's gonna remind you how you lose. You're a fucking loser. That can be discouraging. It can. Man,
You-
listen, I'm trying to tell you, just real talk, man, real life shit, man. And there's different type of men in this world. I fell for a lot of things I had to learn. Just like I share with you guys, I used to think that saying, keep your friends close, but your enemy even closer. I actually thought that was like keeping my eye on my enemy. I didn't understand what that phrase really meant because no one ever explained it to me. I had to figure it out myself. Keep your friends close, your enemy even closer. My greatest enemy is myself. I'm my greatest enemy. I get myself in trouble. I don't need anybody to get me into some shit. I say the darndest shit out my mouth. What I started doing was checking myself, checking my surroundings, who I hang with, how I talk, how I dress, what parties I go to, what parties I don't go to. I started checking myself, and my friends were there to help me and block bullshit when I needed it. I am my greatest enemy. Keep your friends close, but your greatest enemy even closer. Listen, that is you. That is you. You are your greatest enemy. Learn how to be friends with your greatest enemy. And it's just perception of how you view things. And I'm telling you, I've learned that I've given up on certain things in life when I should have never gave up on it. I failed in things, I've tried things, and patience is a virtue I don't have, but I'm building it. I'm building it, I'm working in it, and I'm maturing even at my young age. I'm still learning, and that's what I mean. Growing up in anything you do, growing up in the sport of boxing, and watching these fighters come up or watching your favorite fighter never become what you thought. That's another side. It's part of it. John Casimero, you're not getting a free pass here at Round One Sports Talk. You're not. You're not. If what you did to your own career, that's what you did to it. Who'd you fought? That's it. Not what if. Not what if this, that. No. Take a look at Naoya Inoue, John Casimero. If that's what you felt, what kind of fighter you are, well, then take a real good look at him and look at what you're not. Look at what you're not. That's what you think in your head you could be. But he's actually living the life you fantasize about. But I'll tell you what you're not. Naoya Inoue. That's what you're not. And the only way you're going to even think of getting close to that man, because with the more fights, the further he gets away. Not unless you're going to do some outrageous shit. What are you going to do? You're going to jump up to 126 on day one? That's what you'll have to do. But the first thing you could do to prove it to the world, Yo, Frontline, you were right. He beats Luis Pantera Nari and then fights like Roman Cardenas and beats him. I would like to see him beat Roman Cardenas. I don't think John Casimero can beat that kid. I got Roman Cardenas in the fight. Yeah, I became a fan. That dude can fight.
Yeah, he can.
That
Hey,
dude can
Craig.
fight, man.
Craig says all the Dominicans more mad about the baseball or losing to Matias. Now Dalton is coming for Puello for ducking the fight.
Oh, I forgot about that. Alberto Puello. You can be Dominican, the Dominicans' fucking savior.
Well, according to what he just wrote, is Puello's ducking the fight.
What?
We got to do some digging on that.
Okay, yo, do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about this? Put it in the chat, the link or whatever, and to let me know where you're getting that Alberto Puello's ducking the fight. I just gotta know. I'm curious now because I actually forgot about that. You know, Alberto Puello go out there and take that belt back from fucking
From
Dalton
Dalton.
Smith and bring it back to Dominic Santo Domingo because that would boost the morale. You know, they took a big L. That's a big loss, bro.
Hey, low
Santo
key,
Domingo down bad. They just down bad. They
what
down
up? He
bad.
said Team Block. Block, I thought down bad. Yeah,
They
they
just
are.
down bad, bro.
Domi's crying that U.S. cheated. They forgot the Scannies is the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well,
let me tell you something. Do not blame that one last pitch that determined the game. No.
like I said, they're crying right now that the umpire
I
robbed
don't
them.
I don't give a fuck.
Look, there go stock chasers. R.I.P. to
Stock
my
Chasers,
team.
I see you back there, Stock Chasers. I've been waiting for you, Stock. Yo, Stock, take back the fuck up, Stock. I see you. I got some rubber shells for you, Stock. Listen,
Yeah.
I got a full clip of rubber bullets, and they will irritate your ass. Stock, no te muevas, Stock. Yo, and tell your boy stop twitching back there. You know what I mean? Yo,
Okay, Craig just
yo,
clarified.
man, you coming to take shots at me? Nobody.
Hey, Craig just clarified. He said Dalton was his mandatory and he didn't fight him. He avoided the fight and did the rematch clause with Matias to delay the fight.
So let me get this
So
right.
so originally, according to Craig, what he's saying is that before Matias fought Puello, Dalton was Puello's mandatory.
So are you giving me good news, disguising it as bad news? Because good news is Alberto Puello's about to fight Sabrina Matias.
No, 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 no. What he
If he
said
opted out of the Dalton
before,
Smith to fight for
no,
the
time out.
rematch.
No, 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 no. What he's saying is before Puello fought Matias for the WBC,
Yep.
Puello's mandatory was Dalton Smith.
Yeah.
Puello decided not to fight his mandatory, which was Dalton Smith, and he gave Subriel the opportunity at the title shot.
Okay.
So since Puello avoided Dalton and gave Subriel the title, and by losing the title, now he can't get the shot at Dalton. Then he beat Subriel. Now he's got the opportunity again to become the WBC champion by fighting Dalton Smith.
Okay. So is he gonna fight Dalton Smith or not?
Well, I don't know. According to him, he ducked him the first time. So we don't know about this time that I'm aware of.
That's
I didn't
why
hear
Dalton
anything.
was at the fight. What fight?
At the Subriel versus Puello
Alberto
fight. That's why
Puello
he
fight.
got
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
yeah,
We're
that's why he got
so
in the ring.
past that. that now, let's speed up. Dalton Smith got the belt. Who's he fighting? I thought it was going to be Alberto Puello.
I thought that's what the WC ordered.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, okay, let me go to the WBC website. That's what I thought, because if that's so, then Santo Domingo can look forward to trying to get a world title back, because right now Santo Domingo and Stock Chasers are
Are
down bad
down
right now.
bad.
They are
Hey,
down
and by
bad.
and by the
You know,
way,
Stock Chasers was waiting to talk shit because Puerto Rico went down, right? And he was going to be like, y'all went down in this round and this and that. That's okay. That's okay. We didn't have a studded cast of players like you guys did, and that you guys claim you're the best baseball players on the planet. And if we ever assembled a baseball team with just Dominican players, we would beat everybody. Then America went and made an American team with just
America said
American players, no
America said,
Latin
"Hold my
players,
beer." They said, "Hold my beer."
no Latin players, not a Puerto Rican, not a Venezuelan, not nothing. All Americans.
They came in and said, "Hold my beer."
Hold my beer right here. Yo, that was for bragging rights. When those Dominicans go back to the major league, they better
Hey,
not be walking in
hey,
there with their chest puffed out.
what the gringos gonna say to him?
Gringos will be like, we told you we better.
Cállate.
Cállate la fucking. Shut your punk ass up. Shut up. Take that jacket off. Take that Dominican jacket
Hey,
off.
this is
Run that
America.
shit.
This is
Run it.
America. This is
Yo,
America.
yo, they took that jacket. They ran them for that jacket. And that little Dominican chain with the thing, they took all that shit. They had them do stripping like strippers. Run that shit. Yo, that's crazy. That was for bragging rights. That was a statement. That was a pure statement. Because in all ball clubs all around the world, los dominicanos siempre están así, con el pecho así para afuera.
Con el
Nosotros somos
piquete.
los mejores. Somos los mejores. Sin los dominicanos no se puede jugar béisbol.
Hey, Stock Chaser says, shout out to, he said, I'm a Yankees fan. So shout out to Judge. Let me tell you something. Judge last night got
Yo,
robbed
stock
of a
tape.
home run.
Yo, yeah, oh my God, that was
Yo,
fucking
that Dominican
amazing.
player, I forgot his name, the center fielder.
Yo, and the way he did
Snatched it.
he made it dress it up like it was going. He was like, no, yo,
Tú no vas para ningún lado.
pa' ningún lado. Yo,
Yo,
stop chasers. Stop trying to come on the other side. No. Keep
you,
that energy
yeah,
on
you
that side,
represent
Spot
DR.
Chasers. Don't mention Judge now. You a Yankee, I'm a Yankee. We know that. I don't got my Yankee hat on today. Nah, it's not about Yankee baseball. Don't come over here. Nah, papi. Nah. Go back over there on your side. Y'all was ready to talk shit. The shit talking started. Nah, this was a statement. This was a pure statement. You saw it in
Hey, yo,
Ortiz's face. You saw it in Alex Rodriguez's face. You saw it in Derek Jeter's face.
not
Derek
Derek Jeter.
Jeter,
He picked US.
yeah, no, of course, Derek Jeter was like wanting to talk mad shit, but he was mad cool because, yo, you could actually fry an egg on Ortiz's head. If you was to crack an egg and go like that to Ortiz, that shit would have cooked on his forehead. That man was up there
Sunny side
sweating.
up.
He was
Sunny side
adjusting
up.
his suit. He was like this. He was like, yo, listen, yeah, this is a bad moment for me. Yo. And you could see it. Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter, they were all smiles. They were like, well, the American team really dominated in pitching. You know? Yo, you know when guys are shit talking, but they're doing that respectable, like passive aggressive shit talking, where it's more real slick. You know what I'm saying? I know competition, and I know when a guy is talking shit to me in a nice way. I know when he's talking shit to me. I can read that. I can pick that up. Boy, let me tell you. Yo, what is Stock Chaser saying? Hey, yo,
He said no other way to put it. But listen, stock chasers, you guys are down bad because I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're out there, your peoples is out there putting up videos that y'all got robbed because of the umpire. That's not a good look.
that's
Take
not a
the
good look.
L.
You guys are crying. Listen, let me tell you something right now, Stock Chaser. If Devin Haney, right, knew Ryan Garcia was nothing but a left check hook, and in the first round, in the first attack, he gets hit with a left check hook, you question, what the fuck were you working on? Right? Okay. If if Santo Domingo was so good, then their season wouldn't have been on the line with one last pitch. What did you do for 9 innings? What the hell did you guys do for 9 innings? If you guys are so much better than them, that you guys are arguing the last pitch in a desperate attempt to save face? That's pathetic. That is pathetic. There was an entire game played. There should be no way on that last pitch. You guys should be up by 7. So when you did strike out, you win the game because you're up by 7 because you guys kicked ass. You're not going to convince me you guys are the best by scoring 1 run and arguing the final pitch. That sounds like hate talk. You guys are salty. And you guys got outplayed. You guys got outpitched, outbat, outfielded.
See, this is the problem with this new generation, right? Because he's saying, well, first let me get Captain. Captain's taking
Oh
shots. He
shit.
said, Domies are the biggest crybabies ever. Stock Chaser says they got to put replays in this shit because you don't end a game like that. That's the point.
Funky.
Hold on, hold on,
Go
hold on,
ahead, go
hold on.
ahead.
Melasa says when PR was down 8-2, the stadium was loud. When DR was down 2-1, the stadium was quiet. That's why
Quiet.
we came back.
And we came back in that game. And we made it 6-8 at least. We made it interesting. We scored mad runs in 1 inning. Y'all scored 1 run. And yo, and a matter of fact, Stock Chaser is a hater, right? Because
No lo coque.
no. Check this out. You know, he has the audacity to come up here and say, like he says something intelligent. They should have the instant replay or the thing. Let me tell you something. You sound like Alex Rodriguez and them and Derek Jeter when they said that on the podium. They said, well, maybe the next time we play, they'll have that replay thing, right? Okay. Let me tell you something. If you're considered the best, you don't need instant replay. You should be dominating your opponent. That's the best. The best doesn't have tight games, close ones, where we need instant replay. That's not saying that you're the best. The best is supposed to be stomping people the way Santo Domingo was mercy ruling 2 teams. It looks like they shot their load in the beginning. I'm going to tell you right now, you put the Americans against the Dominicans 10 times. Dominicans might beat them. They might have the better win ratio. But that's not what happened. You see, you only had 1 night to perform. And what you had to do is concentrate on this moment. Fuck every other game played before that. You had to show up and produce now. The Americans did it. Why couldn't you if you were so much better? Truth be told, the Americans outplayed you. They truly outpitched you. They outbatted you. And they outfielded you. In every aspects of the game, they shut down Santo Domingo. And when I tell you that lineup, that is one of the most feared lineups I have ever witnessed in baseball. I can't remember. Listen, if I was a pitcher on that mound, it would be like I'm shitting bricks, sweating, trying to get by this guy. I get by him. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I got by that monster. I look up, another one, another one, another one. Pitchers in the major league don't go through that. No pitcher in baseball goes through a lineup like that. And you mean to tell me they did exactly that? All that money Santo Domingo had on that team, all that talent, you guys basically lost in almost the same round Puerto Rico lost.
Hey, Melasa might be onto something.
What?
He said Venezuela lost the game versus DR on purpose. I think he's onto something because if Venezuela would have won, they would have had to play the US.
Yep.
So they took the L so they can play Japan and have a better chance at facing the US for the
For
championship for
for
the
the
championship.
championship.
Yeah, I don't
Might have
know.
might have been strategy. It
It
was a
could be
smart thing because
strategy.
what you did was you let the two giants knock themselves off early. Because if they would have had one, it would have been Santo Domingo versus Japan and America versus Italy, right? And then if America would have knocked off Italy and Santo Domingo would have knocked off Japan, then it would have been Santo Domingo and America in the championship. And that would have been a big game. But we just had that.
Hold up, stock chasers. Hold up. Puerto Rico lost to the Italians and went 3-2. What are we talking about? What we're talking about is that Team Puerto Rico entered the tournament with nothing but AAA and
Double
AA
A
players
and a couple
and maybe
sprinkle
a
major league
couple
players.
major league players.
And we went
You
far.
guys went in there
You guys
with
went in there
fucking the
with
top paid.
the fucking all-star dream Dominican baseball team. Are you really comparing that to fucking Puerto Rico AAA, AA, and a couple major league players?
Hey, stock
All the
chasers,
Puerto
don't.
Ricans didn't opt into playing this tournament. All our top guys.
Hey, stock chaser, you know we got to take shots when we can, so you're gonna have to hold this one and eat
Listen,
crow. Yeah.
you guys had all your best players. You were the favorite to win it all. You guys were the favorite, not Puerto Rico. We didn't have no pressure on us. As far as the Latin countries, you guys were at the forefront. So don't even Stock Chaser. See, that's why I had to take shots at Stock Chaser first. Because I'm telling you right now, he was waiting. He had a full clip for me. He was coming for me today.
Oh, had they won, you would
Or
have
had
never
they
heard the
won?
end of it.
But I'm ready today. You know what I'm saying? Stock Chasers. Shots fired. You guys are down bad, baby. Pack that shit up. Hey, yo, run
Hey,
that Dominican jacket. Take
like
that shit off.
like Diddy
Yo,
says, take that, take that, take that.
take that, take that, take that. Yo, he said, yo, you got it. Yo, you know, damn, bro. You guys lost so much in that game. You guys lost the title of being recognized as the best baseball players in the world. You do know that, right? It's official. Them Americans are going back home, and they did it for all the American teams. For all those times we've been in locker rooms, and them dudes is like, you ain't gonna win without us. Brother, we're better than you. We are better than you. And I don't care what you say. No, Dominican players are still better. No, you're not. No, you're not. Until the next season comes around of this tournament, until you guys beat it
Which
and
is
take
in
the
three
torch
years.
back
It's every 3 years, so you know.
for 3 years, the next 3 years, you guys are down bad. For 3 years, don't say shit. Don't say you guys are better than anybody. You're not better than the Americans. I know that you're not better than them. So until you win it, that's it. And like I said, front line, Yeah, the Americans might have to win it to seal the deal. To if they win the whole thing, then that puts the cherry on the cake. Yeah, yeah. It's like I said, you can cross somebody up, he can fall, but unless you hit that shot, so America got to win. They got to win. What you say?
He said play Italy or Venezuela. Then they can't say that yet.
What you mean? I don't. For
I,
real nasty work, but they have to. Yo, listen. Nah, they down. They down. They down. They not the best baseball players in the world. Can't do it. The
at
last
least
time the
not this go
Dominicans,
round.
huh?
At least not this go round.
No, not this go around. And that sucks. That sucks because, like, Santo Domingo's our neighboring cousins. We're Puerto Rican. We fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And as for Latin pride, all my fucking hopes were on Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, teams like that for Latin countries, just to prove that Latin baseball players are better. No matter where you come from, you can't say that Mexico can't play baseball.
Well,
Venezuela,
Venezuela's still in it.
Venezuela's still in it. Yeah,
They play
Venezuela,
tonight.
Mexico, Puerto Rico, Latin countries.
Well,
You know,
Italy's Latin too.
no, no, they never.
Italy is
No,
Latin. They're the actual, the real Latin.
no. Spain is. Spain
Spain,
is.
Portugal, Italy. Those are
Spain.
the
Yeah, yeah,
real.
but
The
Spain,
Europeans are the real
they
Latinos.
had like this feud, like this little war back in the day. And that's when, like, in the 1940s, 50s, the Italian mobsters, they didn't want to be recognized as Latin. They turned their back on Latin in history. There was a point in history where Italians, as a country, said they're not Latin. I don't know if they overlooked that or whatever, but I remember that moment. And there was a part of Italy that they were calling. I'm not a historian here, but I think the Sicilians are considered like black Italian dudes, and the other side,
Well,
what I'm saying?
Sicilians are the darker
Yeah,
Italians.
Italy is just like every other country in the fucking world. You could be an American Italian or born raised Italian. American Italians are not accepted. That same shit. Same shit they do in DR, same shit they do in Mexico, same shit. But I don't view them as a Latin country, Italy. No. No, I don't know what really they consider themselves, but I don't think they're Latin. I don't think they like it neither. I'm not sure about that. But as far as the Latin people that speak the Latin tongue, baseball players, I really thought Santo Domingo was going to win it. So I was like, at least one of us Latin countries is going to win it. America shut us down.
Hey, we
So
couldn't even
now,
count on Cuba. Cuba didn't even make it out the pool.
no, but check it out. But check it out. Thank God my American team is still in it. Yo, thank God we're winning. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yo, they don't want to accept me over here, but I know where they do accept me. America. USA, let's go. We on top right now. We gotta win it though. But hey, yo, listen, that's crazy, right? Switching ships. But if you're Dominican, you can't do that. You gotta go down with the ship. You guys were leading the fucking way for us, and you couldn't do it, bro. You couldn't fucking do it. And it's the stereotypical Santo Domingo story. Every single time they get to the big moment,
Hey,
all
low
their
key, you're not
fighters,
you're not allowed to jump on the American bandwagon. You are Mexican. You cannot jump on the American
we
wagon.
are
Um,
claiming them now.
hey,
Yo, Stock Chaser, stay on the other side. Take that New York Yankee hat off. Matter of fact, if you're in New York with that Yankee hat, they think you're an op right now. You're a cop. Only cops wear New York Yankee hats in New York. DTs, you know that, stock chasers. You're looking like 5-0 out there. Real suspect. Yo, we know that in New York. We know that whenever them big white boys come out with the fucking Yankee hat, trying to be like, yo, who got it? Bro, if you don't get your cop ass the fuck out of here. Yo, they always wear them hats. Oh, the Mets hats. Yeah, you can tell them. Oh, by their little chains. They got like, when you're in the subway, they got the little necklaces with like the beads. You can see it. Sometimes they don't tuck them in good enough. And that's where their badge is. They take it out like that, and their badge is on it with their little Yankee hat. That's been in New York. That's what Star Chasers is dressed like. He got the beads on right now. He got the hat. Real suspect.
Hey, he's hiding the badge. He's hiding the
He's
badge.
hiding it. It's inside like this. You know what I mean? Trying to set us up. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm rooting for Judge as a Yankee fan. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Yo, Aaron Judge, that dude is a freak of nature. If you ever get the opportunity, like to see him at a baseball game, you don't have to be a Yankee fan, but the Yankees could be playing your team. If you got the opportunity when he goes to the batter's box, like me and my nephew, I ran all the way down because there weren't a lot of people in the attendance in Cleveland. It was New York Yankees versus Cleveland Indians, and I took my nephew to his first game. So we had like bleacher seats, but there was no the empty. So I was like, man, I'm not keeping my. I brought them all the way down to the red carpet where they fucking serve you. Me and my nephew were right there, right behind the plate. Fucking Aaron Judge comes out and he gets up on the fucking batter thing, and I was in awe. I've seen big dudes in my life, wrestlers, baseball players, football players, basketball players. I've seen some big dudes, some big dudes. And Aaron Judge literally looks like a giant trying to pretend to be a human. He's over there trying to pretend like he's a human. Like I'm not 10 times size bigger than everybody else here. That dude is huge. His face, his head, it's almost the size of 2 times my head. It's not, I'm telling you, I've seen bodybuilders, I've seen big people, but he's
He's a
not like the
different type. He's a
tallest.
different type of big.
Yeah, he's not the tallest person I've ever seen. No, but everything about him, from his hands are like, they're like this, man. They're huge. His forearms, he's sitting there like flaring the bat like that. And I'm like, look at him. He's trying to pretend like he's a human being. You're a fucking giant disguised as a human. Stop faking it. Yo, that dude is big. He's big. And the motherfucker can play baseball. He got some good hits. You know what I mean? He did his thing. I saw him out there. But I had to admit, America had not like a lot, but they had some baseball players that could have attended that game. Yeah, and it would have been a different game. Much more. They would have really beat on them.
Stock says he's got a picture with Judge. He's like, that motherfucker's big.
Yo,
Well, he said he's huge.
he's huge. I was in awe. I was like this. I was standing there. I was looking at him. I was like, damn, that's a big he's a different kind of big. Watch, trust me, when you finally meet him in real life, you'll know what I'm talking about. He just looks different. I saw bigger players. Like I actually met Shaquille O'Neal. I actually met him. So I've seen Shaquille O'Neal, and he was one big motherfucker. I was like, damn, that motherfucker big, right? I met a lot of the Celtics, a lot of them. I met Paul Pierce. I met um uh Ray Allen. A lot of them. And I'm telling you, I've been around all my boys that I grew up with. Will, He's 6'3", 6'4". JJ, he's 6'6". Adam, Adam was like 6'1", 6'2". All my boys were tall. I was the shortest one. So I grew up around tall dudes.
Hey,
I
real
just
quick, Edwin,
around
I gotta hop
water.
off. I gotta hop off, make some calls. But
I
Captain says I got to see Bo Jackson take batting practice.
yeah.
He was a monster.
Yeah, man. I would have had like to see Barry Bonds in his prime. Like watching Barry
Bobby
Bonds,
Bonilla too.
they're big dudes. They like the TV doesn't really show how big they are, but they fucking them baseball players are
Hey,
big,
I'm about
bro.
to hop off, Edwin. I'll holler
Yeah,
at you
man, I
later on
got
tonight.
you.
All right.
Um, yeah, Shaq's different. Shaq's different. That's a different kind of big. He's definitely a giant. There's no mistake in that. You know what I'm saying? Jack's just Shaquille O'Neal's a giant. He's a Nephilim. The Giants were called Nephilims in the biblical sense. He's just a Nephilim. And Aaron Judge is too. He's a Nephilim too. Yeah, somewhere down the bloodline, they had to be related to like huge peoples, their ancestors or something. I don't know how a human gets that big. Sometimes you got like big dudes, but their joints, and they age real bad. And like real tall people, like or when they're like already in their 30s, they're walking like hunched over, and like some of the tallest people in the world can't support all that weight, so they don't. But miraculously, there's these versions of giant people like Shaquille O'Neal. It doesn't seem like everything is measured, correct. Like Aaron Judge. Those are some big dudes, man. They just big, man. They just big. But anyway, Stock Chasers is down bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, man. And Dito Stock Chasers, he was at home. He had his Dominican flag wrapped around his neck like he was gonna fly. And he had his little twirly thing. And he was ready to party. He's a little bummed out, man. That's fucked up, Style Chasers. I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you want to know something? Ah! You're so bad! Style Chasers! Okay, okay. Enough fun and games. It's over with. Stock, you got your crow. It's good. We're back to boxing. Enough's enough around here. Enough tomfoolery. We ain't gonna be beating up on Stock Chasers. All right? You know what I'm saying? He came up here. He got his crow. Now it's over with. All right? Or is it? Yo, Stock. Y'all got to do something. Alberto Puello got to bring that belt back. Let's think about things, man. Let's boxing shit. How y'all gonna get this back? Do something. Look, right now, too, you know, Puerto Rico, Mexico, let's not escape that. Mexico's down bad right now, too. Okay? So we up right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we up until we down because eventually we're gonna get our ass kicked and we are gonna be down so bad. So bad. Stock Chaser's gonna remember this. And on the day that I go, man, you better believe he's gonna be up there talking that shit. That's okay because he had his moment. But right now, yeah, PR's doing their damn thing, man. We just whooped on Mexico the other day, so we can't forget about that. You know what I'm saying? We just had Najee Lopez represent for us. You know how we do. What? Why isn't it let me copy it? Give Stock Chaser an opportunity to come up here and cry a little. Stock Chaser, I'll drop in the link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just in case the world wants to know who we talking about. You know, we're talking about the one and only Stocks. He chases those stocks. You know what I'm saying? You know, he be chasing stocks. That's what he does. Yo, man, listen. Right now, we got to get some good fights. We got to get this shit going right now, guys. We really do. And we're gonna be right now. Let's see. Hold on. Who's up next? We just finished a lot of big fights, man. Nonito Donaiti, that cut, man. Damn, that's unfortunate, man. That was unfortunate. Yo, my man's still out there doing his fucking thing, though. Nonito Donaiti, man. Yo, that's what's up, bro. You know, if he didn't suffer the cut, the fight would have been much different. But unfortunately, yeah. So who's next now? Who's next now? Let's see the schedule. Let's check out the schedule. The ESPN schedule, anyway, in fact. Let's check this out. So we're ending March. We're going to be going in April, May, and September. These are the March, April, May, and September schedule. So what for ESPN? Just for ESPN. Of course, Sebastian Fundora, one-time Keith Thurman. We have that for the junior middleweight title of the world. Can one-time Keith Thurman come out here and upset the active Sebastian Fundora? We just seen Gabriela Fundora go into the ring and dominate the fight and remained and still. So now her brother's up. Her brother's up, and I've been saying that her brother, he has been getting better since the time that he was fatally stopped by Brandon Mendoza. He has gotten a lot. Or Martinez, Brandon Martinez, not Mendoza. Yeah. Okay, I mess up the name sometimes, but Brandon, and he knocked out Sebastian Fundora. So what I think is that it's tough coming from Brock Jarvis for one-time Keith Thurman to convince me that he's gonna beat Sebastian Fundora. Now, once upon a time, I thought that Keith Thurman could beat him. When Sebastian was younger in his career, kind of like when he used to be like Rock'em Sock'em in there. And that's the thing, that if one time Keith Thurman tries to go on the inside and Sebastian Fundora, actually, that caters to him. That's exactly how he used to fight. He didn't use any of his attributes, the height, the reach. He got chest to chest, just like that, with the fighters and started just banging on the inside. So I don't think one time Keith Thurman wants to take that approach with Sebastian Fundora. I think Sebastian Fundora is a real threat. And until one time Keith Thurman proves to me that he can come back from all this inactivity, two fights since 2019 to 2026. You only fought twice. You don't convince me. You don't convince me that you're going to beat Sebastian. I don't think so. I got Sebastian Fundora in the fight. One time, Keith Thurman, I wish you all the luck in the world. I hope you actually pull it off, and prove to the boxing world you're still him. I wish you nothing but the best. I don't got nothing against one time Keith Thurman. And fair competition, may the best man win in that fight for me. But if I had to pick a fighter, I'm going to go with the more active fighter. That's what boxing teaches me. So I'm just going to go that way with it. Yeah. So, and then you got Deontay Wilder in London, April 4th. Derek Teixeira, you know, Derek Teixeira, Deontay Wilder. Once upon a time, yeah. Now, I just want to see if Deontay Wilder got any better. Because with a right hand like that, you can't count him out. You can't count him out. He's got a right hand from the gods. Yeah, you can't count that man out. Then you got Tyson Fury fight. You could view this fight as a lot of different ways. Um, you got to give Tyson Fury the opportunity to come back. And then you're gonna fight fights like this. So, I mean, you could view it different ways. You could say, nah, they want this fight. Who the fuck is this guy? Type shit. But he's got to fight some people to get back. I mean, as Landerbeck, hold up, hold up. Wait 1 second. Just wait 1 second. Hold on. Let me look something up here. I have something very interesting to find out. Okay, Tyson Fury's from the United Kingdom. That would be Egypt is in Africa, right? It's like, yeah, he still can't fight in America? I think he's still banned by the FBI. Yeah, that's why they're probably having this fight there. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it since they took his visas. They took his visas, his brother, his father. They can't leave the United Kingdom. They can't leave. That's why I wanted to see where the is that where they're fighting? Nah, they fighting out in oh no. These guys is fighting in Egypt. Hmm. His opponent is 21-19-2. He got knocked out twice. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about this Tyson Fury fight, or if you like it, if you want it, or what. Uh, I've heard a couple things about it. That these guys are taking these fights that really don't mean each other, like the Teixeiras and fighting all these repeated fights, and not really fighting the type of guys. But if I was coming back to the sport and I was a fighter, and I would take some of these fights. So this kind of fights do make sense, but not really like the biggest fight I've ever wanted to see. No, not at all, not by any stretch of the imagination. Alicia Bongard, Naoya Inoue, May 2nd versus Junto Nakatoni, 12-round fight. Anybody know anything about that fight? Right? Yo, in Tokyo, that's the fight, May 2nd. Oh, shit. We have a great day of boxing, May 2nd. We're going to have boxing all day. We're going to have boxing in the morning. We're going to take a time out. And then we're going to be back in the same night because you got Gilberto Zuldo versus David the Monster Benavidez May 2nd in Las Vegas. So at 7 in the morning, you're going to have Junto versus Inoue. We'll watch that. Go get a beer run, get some peanuts or some pretzels or some chicken wings, get back to the house, right? And then lock in for the Las Vegas card later on that night. And that's all going down May 2nd. So you're going to get Zuldo versus the Monster. Then you're going to have the Monster versus the Rising Sun. I call Junto the Rising Sun. The Rising Sun versus the Monster. So we have two monsters. We got the Mexican monster and we got the Japanese monster on the same day. Who's the real monster? Who's going to have the better performance? Hey, when we talk about competition, Mexico, Japan, we fight for the rights for the name. Who's the real monster? Who's the real monster? Is Naoya in a way the real monster? Or is the Mexican monster the real monster? Well, they're about to fight on the same day. And we can make a thing of this. Whoever has the best performance, whoever's worthy of the title, the monster, the other one got to drop the name. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Huh? You guys want to do it like that? You guys want to do it like that? Oh, because hell yeah, Stock Chasers is already saying that David the Monster Benavides is the real monster. So between us, here at Round One Sports Talk, right? That's it. The right to be called the monster. That's it. It's either going to be the Mexican monster or the Japanese monster. Same day. Let's go. Let's go. So we're going to see who the real monster is. So tune in May 2nd. We're definitely going live. You know what I'm saying? These dudes try to say it's an inconvenience for waking up to see Naoya Inoue fight. But Saul Canelo Alvarez can fight at 6 in the morning against William Skull, and it's all good. That's how you know they hating on this dude. They just don't want you to watch him. But if you enjoy good boxing and you enjoy getting your money's worth and getting that oh shit moment, that wow moment, the wow factor. You know, when you watch a boxing match, you're like, oh shit, wow. You're like throwing back. That's what Naoya Inoue brings to the table. That's why they call him the monster. Now, David the Monster Benavides considers himself a monster, and the Mexican fan base has called him a monster. Well, let's see what monsters do. Let's see if it's true that David the Monster Benavides is that dude, can go up another weight class and beat Zuldo for his 2 belts. Let's see if he can pull this off. Because Naoya Inoue is challenging a worthy opponent. A 3-division unified world champion, undefeated in Junto. So the bar is set to see the night of the monsters. And who walks away from this with the title, the official title, you are the real monster. We're the real monster. Please stand up. We're going to get our answers. I want to know. That's it. That's it. You guys, David the Monster Benavides, he's the real monster. We're going to find out. They fighting on the same day. Keep that same end, because this is what my favorite fighter does for me. My favorite fighter, he allows me to talk shit with confidence. That's what my favorite fighter does for me. What does your favorite fighter do for you? Are you just a bandwagon hopper? Do you have little faith or no faith when you support one of your guys? My guy? The guy that I got so much shit over that I got pushed in a corner and said, no, you got to take him. Bet. I'll wear the crown. I'll take all the criticism. I'm letting you know the cat is out of the bag. The cat is out of the bag. I've been expecting you. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Yes, that's what my favorite fighter does for me. He allows me to talk shit. He gives me the confidence to say he's the monster. He's the number 1 pound for pound. That's what my fighter does for me. What does your fighter do for you? You know what I'm saying? What if they both win? Okay. Whenever you know how it goes, stock chaser. Come on, my dude. You know how it goes. If you ever tie me in something, what do? You go to the back accolade. If Terrence Crawford and Naoya Inoue only they had two divisions, all four belts, and he didn't do that third one yet, what you had to do was go on their wins. So let's say both of them win. How did you win? Did David the Monster Benavidez, did you win by a 12 round decision? Naoya Inoue, did you win by a 12 round decision? Because in a way, Naoya Inoue, I believe his last two fights, he's been coming off decisions. Off decisions. So it's up to the knockout. And then how'd you do it? See if David the Monster Benavidez goes 12 rounds and Naoya Inoue knocks out Junto, but they both win, obviously Naoya Inoue's victories is better, right? Because he knocked them out, right? Okay. So it would have to go if they both win, how they win. If David the Monster Benavidez knocked the shit out of Zuldo and Naoya Inoue goes 12 rounds, then he's the better monster. They both got equal competition. There's no excuses. So Naoya, like I'm putting up your name, your monster name. I'm talking cocky right now because my favorite fighter does that for me. And I'm so confident that he's not going to lose his name that I'm willing to put it up. I'm willing to put it up. On this show, David the Monster Benavidez, if he loses, he will never be called the monster on this channel. That name is forfeited. Same thing goes for Naoya Inoue. I won't call him a monster ever again on this channel. He'll still be the best in my eyes, but for the name, the right to be called the monster, we putting that shit on the line. We putting it on the line. We're going to make this interesting. It's going to be a fight for both of them. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not 100% discrediting Zuldo. I'm not going to say that Zuldo can just beat David the Monster Benavidez. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if mm, what time Inoue fights? He said 3 in the morning. Stop capping. 6:15 kind of kicks off the card. He'll be in the ring by like 7, somewhere around there. I'll get you as we get closer. We'll get the definitive time. But that narrative that Naoya Inoue's fighting that early and that nobody's gonna wake up in that early in the morning, bro, we wake up for that time every day anyway. Sometimes we woke up to go to school at 6 in the morning. We wake up to go to our jobs. You mean to tell me I can actually wake up in the morning and watch somebody get knocked the fuck out while I'm drinking my coffee? Count me in. I love violence, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or night. Nothing stops a knockout from getting old. That shit is, it's amazing every time I see it. It never gets old. Pow, poof, damn, that shit was dope. So don't give me that bullshit one-liner about, oh, he fights too early, the time frame. That's what they want you. That's when you know the machine won. The people that are speaking against Naoya in a way, they don't want you to watch him or pay attention. They want him to stay irrelevant. Why? Because those are Americans. You think every American boxing legend, American fans, commentators, they're happy that Naoya Inoue is doing this? Are you crazy? He's about to scratch people's names out of the history books. American fighters. There ain't no dedicated, loyal American broadcaster, podcaster. They're going to try to spin it every way they can just to push the American way. You got to kind of like figure yourself out from those guys, from like guys like me. I don't give two shits where you come from, what nationality you are, what skin color you are. I don't give a fuck. All I care about, can you kick ass? That's it. You could be Vasily Lomachenko, Naoya Inoue, or Terrence Crawford, or Julio Cesar Chavez, or Canelo Alvarez. If you can kick ass, you can kick ass, and that is it. That's all I view. I view fighters, period. Where does the best fighter in the world come from? What does he look like? That's what I ask myself all the time. And I want to see dudes kick ass. So I don't give two shits. So you can take that race card and all that favoritism shit that you got for all these other fighters, and you can shove that up your ass and go that way with it. Because I don't care. I told you guys, I don't have a fighter in the race, actually. I promote all boxing. I kind of got backed in the corner with Naoya Inoue. And like, it shows that I really like the way this dude fights. You know, and I can't understand why a lot of people can't see him, but and then I can, in the other hand, because of how low of a weight division they fight in. He doesn't fight in the glamour divisions. Had Naoya Inoue fought in the glamour divisions and he had been an American fighter, they wouldn't stop talking him up. Let me tell you something right now. If Jaron Boots Ennis was coming up on his 27th world title fights, and Jaron Boots Ennis was a champion in 4 weight divisions. He was also undefeated, and he also was undisputed in 2 weight divisions. He had all 4 belts, all 5, including the Ring Magazine belt. If Jaron Boots Ennis' resume read like that, would you say that that guy was a hype job? Would you say that Jaron Boots Ennis' opponents weren't shit? He didn't fight nobody. Oh, by the way, he would have fought 16 world champions and knocked out 13 of them. If that record was attached to Jaron Boots Ennis, would Jaron Boots Ennis be a hype job? I'm asking you. Would he be nobody? Would that record that I just read off to you, would that be shit? I don't think so. I don't think so. If Jaron Boots Ennis had that kind of record, you guys would be saying he is the greatest fighter in our era. That's what you would be saying. But since he's Japanese and he's 5'5" and he fights at 122 pounds, he ain't shit. The smaller guy always got to do double the work. Always. Just for you to see him. And the fact that he's doing remarkable things down there, he's getting paid like a heavyweight. That's absurd. He's making his seventh title defense on all 4 belts. Not 1 belt, not 2 belts, not 3 belts, 4 belts. 7 title defenses on 4 belts. Saul Canelo Alvarez never did no shit like that. Terrence Crawford never did no shit. Usyk's never done no shit like that. None of them. None of the greatest current active or any fighter before that in a 4 belt era. Nobody has ever defended all four belts a record breaking 7 times. You literally took the WBA and the WBO. Let's just think about this. You literally turned both of those belts into super belts while maintaining all four belts. That's fucking crazy. For instance, Oscar Collazo just defended the WBO title 7 times. I think he has like 4 or 5 title defenses on the other belt, but the one that he defended the most was the WBO. So in the WBO, after 5 title defenses, this turns gold. The ribbon, they make a ribbon and they put it across here. And then they flood out the wings with diamonds and they put the moment, how many defenses, and you're able to put it on your belt. But that turns into a super. After 5 title defenses for the WBA, that turns into a super. He literally did that while having all 4 belts. I don't think, let that sink in for a second. He didn't do it while he had 1 or 2. Man, the man's doing some crazy shit. Naoya Inoue's resume reads out like a video game. Like I made him up on PlayStation 5, and that's just shit you dream about. His resume. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous the way he's going about it. Who the hell, not even Mayweather, jumped up multiple divisions and championed the world champion on the first shot? Not even Mayweather did that. You just gonna fight the champion and use the champion as a tune-up? He did that 3 times. Oh, my bad. No, he didn't. He actually didn't fight just a regular champion the 3rd time. He fought a unified champion. My bag. Stephen Fulton didn't have 1 belt, he had 2. So he's fighting stronger champions on the first weight jump. And he was undefeated and on the pound for pound list. That's what Naoya Inoue is doing. My bag. I didn't mean to say he challenged just a 1 belt champion. That would be diminishing what he actually did. It even gets better. Nah. So the right to say in this fight who the real monster is, yeah, it's worthy. It's fucking worthy. Yeah, because they both got great opportunities, the toughest of opponents, and we're going to see who the real monster is. If Pacquiao can move up, so can Inoue. No, not the same. All right, let's check this out. I don't want to go here. Edwin, do not tell the truth right now. Do not tell your truth. Please don't do it. Don't let this one go. Let this one go. Let them have that. Because if you start going down this path, I'm just going to leave one opinion in my head alone. We're going to keep it respectable. We are not going to rock Manny Pacquiao to prove a point. I'm not doing that. All right. That's a lot of fucking fights. 62 professional fights, 39 big ways by knockout. He has 8 losses, and Manny Pacquiao has been knocked out 3 times in his career. He's 47 years old. Manny Pacquiao, goddamn, let me tell you who I am. He started his career the same weight as Inoue. Inoue started at 108. Manny Pacquiao started at 108. Manny Pacquiao's first fight was 106, 107, 107. Then he went to 110, back to 108, 110, 109. Yeah, it's still 108. He fought a lot down there. Yeah, he started his career with Naoya Inoue. Yeah, he actually did. I thought he was a little bit heavier. So Manny Pacquiao moved up. Yeah, he started at the same fucking weight division. Yep, sure did. All right. So the biggest Manny Pacquiao ever fought, 147. That's the biggest he got to. 147 division. So that's from 108, 112, 115, 118, 122, 126, 130, 140, 147. That's 9 weight divisions. That's 9 weight divisions. Yeah. 108, 112, 115, 118, 122, 126, 130, 135, 140, 147. God damn, it keeps getting higher. How did it keep getting bigger? Let's do that again. What finger did I use over here? All right, let's start here. God damn. 108. 1 108, 112, 115, 118, 122, 126, 130, 135, 140, 147. That's 10 weight divisions. I'm scratching my head here. Oh! Hmm. All right, Naoya, in a way, shit, this motherfucker's a robot. He's a robot. He's a fucking robot, bro. He literally was 1 pound from fighting in 105. He could have fought 105. He could have started from 105 and came all the way up. But once he passed that 1 pound, that 106, you're technically in the 108 division. You feel me? You're technically in the 108. Stock Chaser. What it do? Yo,
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, my
Yo,
boy?
yo, I see you ain't got your 50 hat on. Hey, yo, Stock, how you coming into the chat? I mean, into the program today. You coming in cool, or you coming
Yeah,
in with
man.
some drama, bro? You coming in
Nah,
cool?
yo, listen, man. My boys down bad, bro. They ain't get it done, bro. There's no excuse. Nine innings in the game. We lost by a run, but we had our chances, bro. They just didn't
Yeah,
come through. It is what it is, man.
yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta
That's how
hold
I
that
feel.
L. We gotta hold that L, man.
Yeah, you gotta hold that. This is gonna sting for a while. It's gonna sting.
Oh, nah, bro. I'm upset, man. Shit,
This is
nasty.
gonna sting. Yo, yeah, I know that feeling. I
Yo, and
know that feeling.
this team, listen, this team was, it was too stacked, bro, to lose. It was too stacked, man.
They got no
I understand
excuses.
the pitch and there's no excuse, bro.
There's
There's
no
no excuse.
excuse.
We just down bad.
Yeah, yeah, man. I just don't know what to say. I'm in shock, actually. I
Yeah,
just
bro.
thought because the Japanese beat the Americans in the World Series, and
Facts.
I was just like, damn, they gotta have this one. But yo, say what you want, man. Anybody can. It was a great fucking night of baseball. That shit was amazing to watch. You gotta admit, The suspense in it was crazy.
Yeah,
You
bro, it
know,
was a big game. It was a big game. It was a
oh, it was
big
a
game. I
big
know a lot of
game.
people have been tuning in to this to this WBC that usually don't tap into it. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like a lot of people, I would say a lot of casuals when it comes to baseball. So it brought eyes to it. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is, man. We got to get in line and wait a couple of years.
Man, listen, that fucking stings. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Star Chaser, when y'all go back to the fucking clubhouse, all that shit talking about we the best, we the best. No, you not. You got 3 years. Y'all gotta be silencio. No, se me
Facts.
calla la boca. Yo, nothing, right? Because
Yeah,
until
man.
y'all win, nah, that's the rules. That's
Yeah,
the rules. That's the rules, baby.
that's a
You,
fact, man.
that's just a fact.
But yo,
Yeah,
listen, yo, back to this boxing. Yo,
yeah,
listen, man. Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Yo, this Benavides shit different though, Ron. One look, you gotta take into account. Check this out. Benavides is moving up to cruiserweight, bro.
yep.
And I mean, anyway, staying put at his weight class, and
But
he's
you got
next
Junto
time he's the
moving
one
up.
move. Yeah, he's moving up, so it's kind of different though. So, like for example, if Benavides don't get the stoppage, and Inoue's able to, dudes are
Okay.
gonna throw that out there. Just
No,
just
no,
putting
no,
it
no, no,
out
because
there
they got
ahead of
no
time.
argument.
Okay, 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 okay.
They got no argument. You know why? I'll tell you why. Okay, David the Monster Benavides is moving up, but the
Mm-hmm.
equivalence of him moving up, he's the challenger to Zuldo's belt. Naoya
Mm-hmm.
Inoue has 4 belts. He might not be moving up, but he brings 4 belts to the equation. It's
Facts.
equal to you moving up because you bring no belts and I bring 4.
Yeah, I mean, yo, either way, both guys are they
Right?
putting a lot on the line. They putting a lot on
So
the
so
line. These
so
are
since
two
I've
important
already
fights.
I've already like said to myself, okay, I'll in my head, I didn't say it, but now I did. In
Mm,
my head, it's equal value. It's equal, let's say, in the sense of competition. Junto's tough, Zuldo's tough. Now,
mm-hmm.
let's not look at the belts. Let's just look at them fighting. You're moving up in weight. You're challenging the next young. Naoya Inoue is up there in age. He's challenging the next young Japanese fighter that everybody says they could beat him. So he's
Facts.
proving that he's the lion, and David the Monster Benavides is trying to be called the lion. So in both sense, no
Facts.
matter how you dress it up, there's a lot on the line.
Hell
So
yeah. Hell
me and your
yeah.
thing is this: who's the real monster?
Yeah, that's a fact, man. But Avita's got to show out, bro. He got to show, and
I
he got history. He got history with Zudo. He's talked about he sparred him in the past, and
yep.
so they know each other. So I find it interesting. Zudo was, he took this fight, and man, it's gonna be interesting. I look forward to. That's probably the day I'm looking forward to the most out of all the
Because
fights.
because Star says they both fight on the same day. Naoya
Exactly.
Inoue is fighting at 7 in the morning, May 2nd, and then David the Monster Benavides is fighting in Las Vegas, May 2nd that night. So since the two monsters, the Mexican monster and the Japanese monster, are fighting on the same day, let's find out who's the real monster.
Yo,
Because
that's
it's
a
gonna be
fact.
fresh. It's not gonna like we're gonna have to wait a week or a month to see the next guy, and we're gonna have to remember what that fight was. It's gonna be in the same day. We're gonna have fresh. Naoya Inoue, you're up first. David, after he does his performance, we're gonna talk about it. We're going back on live. We're gonna do a fight party for the David Benavides fight, and let's see how he does. And then we're gonna call him the monster. Whoever rightfully so takes the name. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? So,
fact. That's a fact. Yo, and let me touch real quick because
yep.
I'm working right now. But let me touch. I wanted to tap in. Let me tap in on this Keith Thurman. Yo, you know what I find crazy though? Look, I understand everybody hype. They think Thurman could knock out Fundora and all that.
Mm.
But bro, the dude, yo, Thurman only got one stoppage, bro. in 11 years. In 11 years. And he's coming in with 69-inch reach and battling Fundora. Bro, I'm with you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Like, I wouldn't say I have
Yeah,
a dog
because
in this fight. You feel
right.
me? Like, I don't have a dog in this fight,
Yeah,
but
yep.
damn, man, that's good. That's an
But you gotta
uphill battle for
acknowledge
Thurman.
activity. I'm
Yeah,
just acknowledging activity. I watch boxing for a reason, and I watch to learn. I don't claim to know it all. And what I do is, when boxing teaches me something, sometimes in some of these cases, why did I learn all this stuff? To avoid it when situations like this come up? No, boxing shows me ring rust, inactivity shows up in fights. Um, um, Sebastian Fondora stopped, made Tim Tszyu say no mas.
facts.
He's active.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
look, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going
Yeah, I can't.
against.
I
Yeah, I
can't do it
just
either.
yeah.
I can't do it either, man.
Nah, my
But yo,
boxing taught me that.
yo, and we also got, man, we got also got Adamas. We got Adamas, you feel me, against Ammo. That's going down the 21st, the week before.
Yeah, that got rescheduled.
The week
Yo,
before, man, I got Adamas stopping Ammo, bro. Like,
yeah,
that,
when I
that's the
saw
way I
Emma
see it.
Williams' performance against that other guy, now okay, maybe he did have a certain fight strategy to fight Carlos, and then he had to learn against the other guy that he fought. But the other guy had the same problem. He didn't prepare for you neither. So when I saw that performance, is that why you think Carlos Adames is going to stop him?
I mean, how? I mean, yeah. I mean, let's also
Yeah,
take into
see?
account. Homie had. I don't know how prepared he was, but bro, that was less than 24 hour. That was like a 24 hour notice, bro. They got that. They got that fight overnight, bro. Like,
Yeah. So,
and he battled. He battled. He, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was easy for Ammo. He didn't look great to me. You know.
mhm.
So that, I mean, and Adamas looks strong, man, right now in his training camp. I just question. I just question, is Adamas really having issues making weight? Like these are the things that we're gonna get answered, bro. Because I don't know what happened on the 31st when he had to pull out, had to go to the hospital. Like, that wasn't a good look either, man. So, you know,
Wow. You know, um, I don't want to go back to Keith Thurman like that. I got a lot to say about that Adames, but you brought up an interesting point. He hasn't got a knockout in. Wait a minute. He stopped knocked out Brock Jarvis.
yeah, he stopped Brock Jarvis last year, but before that, you got to go back to 2015, bro. You got to go back to
Oh,
2015 against Lewis. I forgot his last name, bro. Lewis. Because I think they stopped the fight. He didn't even come out to finish the fight. Let me
no,
look at
it's
homie name. Hold on. Let me see.
yeah. It says Jesus Sotos. He the ninth round, but that was in 2013.
Luis Calazo.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
You
Wait a
know,
minute. Where's Luis Colazo at? Okay, so Luis Colazo was the last one. That was
mhm.
2015, seventh
Yeah,
round.
yeah, bro. After that, he's had decisions, split decisions. He lost him. He lost, I think, a decision to Pacquiao. He has just been complete decisions, bro. I don't know how you go a decision with Thurman with Fondora, bro.
Damn, since 2015, he fought six times, but from 2019, he fought Manny Pacquiao. 2019. The next time he fought was from 2019 to 2026. He only got two fights. Just plain English.
Exactly. Mario Barrios and Brock
And
Jarvis.
Brock
Which Brock
Jarvis.
Brock Brock Jarvis, man. I mean,
Come
what
on,
can we
bro.
say about Brock
You're not
Jarvis, bro?
doing nothing
Like,
with Brock Jarvis, and Brock
facts.
Jarvis is moving up and down in weight to fight
Yeah.
you. So that's not worthy competition when you're looking at a fighter like Sebastian Fundora. Now you turn around and you look at Sebastian Fundora. Just click on his name if you're on BoxRec and go all the way down and look at his activity. He fought Tim Tszyu in 2005. He fought Booker in 2025, Tim Tszyu in 2024, and Brian Mendoza in 2023. But if you look at the that's just in the calendar thing. If you want to do it official, you would have to do it like this. From 4/8 2023 for Brian Mendoza. Then he comes down and fights Tim Tszyu 3/30. That's actually a year. Then he went and fought Tim Tszyu from 3. He fought 320 the next year. Then he comes in for 320. Wait. Yeah. From 3 to 325. Then he fought two times in 2025. And now he's fighting in 2026. His last fight was 7/19. So
Yeah,
now he's
man.
gonna
And
fight
look,
three. Yeah.
we could say we could say Thurman, man. Look, okay, when I mean Fondoro when he fought Tim Tszyu, I mean it is what it is. But at the end of the day, he's putting it together better, bro, with his
Yeah.
reach. Like he's becoming better. He's a young
Yep.
cat, bro. He's getting better as he goes.
Yeah.
I think,
And then the
man,
age factor. He's only
yeah,
28.
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. What's Thurman like? 37, bro, 36. I don't even know,
Fred
37 or something like
Thurman?
that.
I think he's like 37 or something. They don't even got his age on BoxRec.
Yeah, man, he's on the second half of 30s. I know that for sure.
I know that hairline is. That hairline's in the second. Yo, that shit is back here.
Yeah, we
When
gotta
if
let
he
it
was in
go.
the
We gotta let
army,
it
he would
go.
salute up here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Salute, yo.
yeah, man, he gotta let that shit go, bro.
You
That
gotta
shit
let it go,
crazy.
man. Just let that go, man. Yeah. Yo, but he's 5'9". Remarkably, they still got him at a 74-inch arm reach. We do know who one time Keith Thurman is. For
You,
me, he's a good place puncher. He's a kind of crafty guy. He kind of got fighter that can lull you to sleep, walk you into a big shot like he did Brock Jarvis. He
for
showed that
sure.
when he fought Brock Jarvis. He set him up with a basic. He made it look so simple. He made it look like Brock Jarvis didn't belong in there with him.
Yeah,
But
man. Listen, I would feel better if Thurman would have had maybe a knockout or two in between, bro. But
yeah,
it's like we talking
definitely.
one in a decade, bro.
Jesus
It's like
Christ.
crazy, bro. So
One in a
is your power
decade?
there? Is your power there? You couldn't get Pacquiao out of there. I know Pacquiao's an all-time great, so we're not gonna do that. But you couldn't pack up Barrios, like, and you're supposed to pack up Fundora, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I don't
Hmm.
know. I
He
don't know,
did
but anything
drop
could happen.
he did drop Barrio in the fight, right?
I I I think he did. I
I
think
think he
he did.
dropped Barrio. He just got up. If I remember, he might have dropped it, but you're right. He didn't finish any. You don't get credit for dropping dudes, right? You get credit for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? We
I
shouldn't
mean,
be.
listen, if he dropped Barrios, man, listen. I will probably have to like check it out again. I don't remember, bro. It's been so long. It's been
Hmm.
so long, but yeah, man. Like if your power is there, it's gonna be there for those guys.
Yeah.
I just like now I'm supposed to just show up
Just
for
because his name is one time, we supposed to take him?
yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Nah,
I don't know, man. I don't know
nah,
about that one. I don't know about that
nah. I
one.
don't know about that one. And then we got other fights. I don't know if you're interested in seeing it. Of course, Uzyk's gonna be fighting that how do you pronounce his name? Verhova?
Verhoeven, yeah, the
Verhoeven.
kickboxer dude, the
Yeah, the
kickboxer
kickboxing.
dude,
If you want to see that, that's going to be in Egypt May 23rd. And then the big fight, I just want to get your prediction before you go to work and everything. September 19th, Las Vegas, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. What do you think?
man. Listen, Pacquiao's he's been more active than Floyd, man. But we're talking about Floyd, so I mean, listen, I think we could say this joint going 12. I think this joint gonna go 12, man. I
Okay, wait.
think Floyd could get a decision.
Okay, wait up. Here, let me
You
let
know?
me open your eyes to a couple things. All
Yeah.
right. If you really think that Floyd is going to come in here and beat him, okay, then answer me this one question. Do you think right now Floyd Mayweather can come to the sport of boxing and challenge an active champion right now? And who is he? And who do you think he can beat? What weight is it?
Shit, man.
Right
Listen,
now, an active champion.
God damn. I mean, what's crazy? I mean, listen, I think Dev could beat Floyd right now,
Yes.
just because of activity, bro, and
Yes.
and and, and youth.
I don't think he can beat Dev. No. So go on. Who can Mayweather, an active world champion right now, who can he fight and beat?
Man, that motherfucker could probably be Lewis Crocker, bro. Could probably
I
be
don't
Lewis Crocker.
know.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I can't even say that. I gotta see this guy. This guy
Would you
hasn't
be
been.
scared to put him in with Ryan?
Hell,
Hard
I
hitting
mean,
Ryan.
yeah, yeah. I would. I don't think that's a good
You
look
know?
for
Oh, well,
Floyd
then
right
check
now.
this out. Manny Pacquiao did just that. On day one, on his way back, on his comeback, he didn't take a tune-up fight. He fought Mario Barrio, an active world champion. So when you're
Well,
breaking down this fight in your head, Manny Pacquiao, shout out to Manny Pacquiao because that's exactly what Manny Pacquiao did. What you're worried about Floyd, just like I am. And I sat back and I said, but wait a minute. Manny Pacquiao came back on day one for a tune-up fight. He took a world champion. What are you doing, Floyd?
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Listen, it's gonna be
I'm
interesting. I'm
just
tuning
pointing out
in.
what
That's gonna be
happened.
interesting. That's an
Don't shoot the
interesting fight.
messenger.
That's an interesting fight, round one. I can't even lie, but look, I look for like, listen, it is what it is.
Yep.
I just want to see these two legends, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just boxing, we're gonna tune in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I want to see how Floyd looks. I
Mm-hmm.
want because I'm pretty sure Floyd finna if he look good, Floyd the type to try to do something after that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
listen. Out of respect for Floyd and everything, if the tickets are not that much, I'm gonna try to save up. I would actually like to see Floyd one more time. I haven't got the privilege to ever see him like in his glories. I only got to see him from my couch. If I can actually go out to see Floyd, man, and Manny, man, those are our legends, dog. Fuck that.
Yo, facts. That would be fire.
That
That's
would
in
be
Vegas. That
fire.
they doing that in that globe thing. What's it called? The
Yeah, in the spear.
Yo, that's gonna be fire. I don't know if there's ever been boxing there, but that's gonna look fire in there.
Hell yeah, man.
I
Star
I
Chasers,
want to see
man.
that shit. I want to see that
Yo,
shit.
Star J is my
Facts.
buggers, yo. If I could,
Yeah.
man, I don't care how old they are, man. I just out of respect, bro. You got my respect for everything you guys did and all the blood you brought us. And if I could, man, I would like to go to that fight right there.
Yo,
You know?
word. We're gonna have to tap in when they release them
Yo, man,
tickets,
we're
man.
gonna have to figure it out. Hey, yo,
Look.
if not, bro, then me and Stock Chase, we gotta go to the front of the building. Hey, yo, run them tickets. Let's
Stick
go.
sign, stick sign up, bro. Yo, look, with the Usyk joint too.
Yeah,
Listen, he's fighting the kickboxer dude, but bro, they putting this fight. I want to see the setup because they're apparently fighting in front of the pyramids.
in the
So that's gonna be,
pyramids. That's
yeah, they
crazy.
supposedly fighting with the pyramids in the background. It's gonna be some fire shit in Egypt. That's how they
Wow.
putting it. But I
That's
got to
crazy.
see it first because when they said they was fighting in Times Square, that
Yeah.
wasn't what I expected, bro.
Nah.
We had to watch them on the big
No,
screens. Everything was closed off.
right, right. How about that rumor that was gonna do the Alcatraz?
Yeah, that too with Benavides. That shit fell. I don't know what happened with that. I think
Yeah,
Trump was trying to supposedly bring it back or something. I don't
right.
know. That shit fell through, but yeah, man, nah, man, we got some good boxing coming up, man. Yo, I
Yeah,
look forward to
absolutely.
tapping back in with you. You heard
Yeah,
round one, you
absolutely.
my
I'm
guy,
about to end
brother.
the live stream. Yo, Star Chasers, thank you for tuning in.
Yo,
Have
you
a
already
great
be
day, a
easy, bro.
blessed day. I hope your
You too,
family is
Brody.
safe and you stay
Thank
safe
you.
out there. Hey, yo, Star
You as well.
Chaser, stay dangerous, my friend. Stay
Yo, you too,
dangerous.
bro. You too, my guy.
All
Holla.
right, one. Yo, fight fans, man, thank you for tuning in, man. We love here talking boxing. and whatever's on your mind. We have a lot of great matches coming up. Please tune in here at Round One Sports Talk, where we have a different vibe. We have fun. We talk. We like to talk about our sport, and we enjoy boxing. So if you like that and you like a different approach, a different vibe to boxing, subscribe here to Round One Sports Talk. Don't forget to click that bell notification icon. It'll alert you every time I go on. And like always, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. You guys have been amazing. Peace. Yo, I think Floyd what could lose. How many times they've been saying they thought Floyd was gonna lose? Did it ever happen? Floyd knows what he's doing.